There you go, that's better. So, on the last game, you were in the Shadowfell.
I'll start streaming. Wait there a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Kieran, why is your camera on? What's going on?
I told you it doesn't work.
Deducting 1,000
Tried, like-
XP.
Are you taking the mic?
You've got a camera and it's, it works. You just can't be asked looking to see how it works. So
Oh, it doesn't work. I've tried like everything I could to make it work. It don't work.
have you updated your video drivers?
I'm using a laptop.
Mike, you've got so much to teach him.
I wouldn't even know where to begin, David. So.
Oh, shut up, Dad.
Mike has a camera. Isn't Mike's camera on?
Mike's got a camera. His is on.
It's not on.
Yeah, it's on Discord. That's what I mean. Sometimes, like on your recording, I saw that Kieran's camera was on, but on Discord it wasn't on. Weird.
That's disabled video. Why have we got that on? There you go. Sorry about that, Mike.
No problem.
I think it was when you were like streaming your thing, your screen.
Okay, so are you streaming now? Yeah.
Streaming, yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So from the last game, you ventured to the Shadowfell through unknown means and made your way over to a floating tower, which was called the Shard. As you approached, you climbed these once invisible, now visible steps as you got closer, and entered the chamber to find a very large, very undead-looking giant haystacks with giant black wings and a giant blade for an arm. Everything was giant. Everything. And also behind him was a very ominous shadow with glowing red eyes looking directly at you, guarding what looked like a Bacta tank, which was discovered by Hovis to be a phylactery, a device used to transfer the conscious mind of a lich back into a new body when that old body was dying. You managed to destroy that device with a lot of fireballs, but because of this, you caused a structural instability of the tower, of the floating tower, and it began to crumble. But Giant Haystacks, losing some of his power as the undead Giant Haystacks, still kind of fought on, but was very what's the word? Conflicted, yeah, there you go, that's exactly what I was going to say. And eventually, breaking free from his prison, his mind prison, the red gemstone that was once in the sword that he carried, the Winter's Dark Bite, he was able to be rejoined again once with his body, and but with all the lacerations and the broken bones and the damage the undead form to basically left him with. And as he came back to consciousness, realizing his friends were around him, bloodied, barely living themselves, the tower that you were in got closer and closer to the ground, and eventually there was just complete darkness and a lot of rubble as the tower smashed into the ground. And that's where we'll kind of start off our session again. So you all are just in complete darkness. Nobody knows what's going on. And then you all start to kind of come to. As you open your eyes, slowly you start to see and feel warmth and light that was very unfamiliar to you when you were in the Shadow Realm. You see the bright light shining from above, and as you focus you realise it's actually daylight. As you try to move, you feel immense pain in every single joint of your body, but you realise that you're not bound or restrained in any way. Just every time you move, even a little pinky, the pain is so intense. And then you realise further that if you move too much, you may fall unconscious as you succumb to the pain.
Has there been like a long period of time gone by or something, David? Because I've just
You've all gained a long rest, but you are not full health. This is why you're all at 1 HP. I think Athalion's not at 1 HP actually. I think it was the only person I didn't do, sorry. I think I was in the middle of doing it. Did I do it? No. So Athalion, you gain a long rest, but you are currently at 1 HP. So as you all lay there, you're laying there on the ground. You see, you look around you. You can see, you can make out all the details. The color is now back into the features of the room. The walls, the dirt on the ground. The sky is now full of light. You feel the warmth as the sunshine hits your face. What are you guys gonna do?
First
Am I
thing I
stuck
think.
under rubble?
No, none of you are still. None of you are stuck in the rubble. You are all just kind of laying there. If you look down, you'll see that you are still clothed, but you realise that none of you have your weapons.
Can I get George out first? I'm assuming that Sorrowblade are probably going to get his out as well.
Is George? Is a familiar just a vocal thing? Is it? You don't have to move, no.
It's just vocal, yeah. But if he's already been summoned, which he has, he was only ever put away.
Yeah, sure. You can summon your familiar, and George just pops out of your little pocket dimension. Bloop. Little pseudo dragon is what you call it. Sorry, a little kind of like spirit form of one.
Hello.
And what's yours for Sorrowblade? Is it you're still the owl or?
How the fuck can't you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello. Yeah, I'll get the owl out.
Okay, so the owl comes out as well. Same kind of like spiritual kind of form.
Because if I get any other out, it's going to take like an hour to cast, so it's no point.
Yeah, true. So what do you want to do with these familiars?
Well, I'm just going to send them up in the air a little bit, just to survey the area.
Okay.
Because we're all alone, aren't we, yeah?
You're four of you. I mean, you can see with peripherals. You can see that all four of you are in the same room. You can see the kind of the area around the structure of the room that you're in is it's quite worn. As like the ceiling's partially gone. That's why the light's like shining through. You got four walls, but they're kind of battered.
Can I do a perception check off the dragon? Just looking for if there's any other people around.
So you send him up out the gap in the roof, do you?
Yeah, straight up, just have a look.
Okay, so he flies. Is it 100 feet that you can go as far?
I can't remember. Hang on.
Yeah, I think it's 100 feet.
Yeah, they can travel 100 feet away from me, isn't it?
So say that you fly just as high as you possibly can, and you look around and you can see a very familiar Neverwinter, but you're not in the Protector's Enclave like usual, like you usually will. You are more in the River District, the kind of far eastern side.
So, looking through the familiar's eyes, me and Sorrowblade can both do that as an action. So,
If he wants to.
it now looks like normal Neverwinter.
Well, the Neverwinter where you currently are is. So what you can see, I'll explain what you can see with these. So you can see this one. You can see this flying in the air, which is the floating tower that you're familiar with. That is the shard.
The Shard of Night, is it?
That's the Shard of Night. You were told about the shard in the Shadow Realm, in the Shadowfell. But it looks similar, but more not as twisted as it was in the Shadowfell. So this looks like it's a kind of counterpart in a way.
Oh, okay.
Looks to be part of the tower that you were in. You also see. Oh, get rid of that. Oh shit! Sorry, done that wrong. How do I get rid of this photo? Okay, I need to make it bigger. There you go, close. You also see this thing here. If I can get the image. This is from a ground view, but you'll be able to make it out. So you see, this is from the game Neverwinter again. So you can see the partially constructed or partially formed tower, and looking on, you can see the rest of the tower has fallen over and kind of scattered along the floor. And you can see quite a few people gathering around that area.
I cry out for help.
You can. All you hear, like when you try and cry out, all you hear is like, it's like your voice box itself. It's just not. You haven't got the energy to speak.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. That there is what's called the Fallen Tavern. Another one. There's a couple of things of interest here. Another thing that George and Hagrid, is it? Hedwig can see is a very ominous looking another tower. This one looks kind of like broken, and as you can see with the picture, it's held up by some sort of mystical means. But you can see like it's surrounded by like makeshift like forts and stuff, and you know it doesn't look like it's inhabited though. It looks to be quite barren. You can't see anybody walking around or anything in that area. But you do kind of make out as well, like when you see these landmarks, you kind of notice that this part of the city is not as busy. It's like you can see a lot of the buildings. You can see on the map a lot of the buildings are just rubble. There's only partially constructed buildings in this area. Where the Shard of Night is, you can see there's quite a gathering of like buildings there where people have kind of built out from that tower. You are in the midst of like where all the broken ones are, say about here. That's the clock tower, by the way.
They're in my dinner bag.
Are they though? I've got an image of the area. So as you look down on the streets, you can see that the streets are kind of covered in makeshift forts and defenses and like tribal markings. Anybody roll me a history check if you'd like to see if they know anything about this area. It's completely up to you. Well,
is this area familiar to me?
You can't see it. Sorry, I should mention that you and Giant can't see this. It's only Hovis and Sorrowblade that are able to see this.
It's just me and him doing a history check.
Yeah, sorry. You can have a look to see if you know.
Either in the car or in the kitchen.
They're in the loft.
Check, yeah.
History, yeah, if you want.
Is that what you said to do?
I think so. I can't remember.
Said roll a history check, I do remember.
Yeah, okay. Sorrowblade, no, nothing comes to mind. But Hovis, you do recognise that this is what they call the Black Lake, the river district of the city. And as history
serves, go check my pizza. One sec.
Okay. As history serves, I will read from the history. The eruption of Mount Houtnau in the year of knowledge unearthed 1451 DR destroyed most of the river district. Fortunately, the Neverwinter River formed a natural barrier that protected the river district from being overrun by the plague-charred creatures that appeared from the chasm in the city's south. In the late 1470, DR, the vanguard force of orcs from the Many Arrows Kingdom under command of Vansi, arrived at Neverwinter. They penetrated the city walls and established a base camp in the shadow of the abandoned clock tower. They occupied the tower itself, making their headquarters. From there, they claimed territory of the Tower District, where the city was still ruined. They even reopened the old Fallen Tower Tavern, enjoying the most well-defended stronghold in the district. The orcs could not be defeated or evicted, and their presence prevented new Neverwinters Matrian mercenaries from pacifying the district. For a time in the year of the Ageless One, 1479, Vancy and Lord Gult Neverember held negotiations in the neutral ground of the Fallen Tower Tavern and established a truce. Under Neverember until Neverember could work out how to evict them, the Fallen Tower marked the limit of the new Neverwinter's reach into the river district on the occasion they were made a patrol. So currently this area, as you know it, is under the it's part of the Many Arrows Orcs like clan, and this whole city is just kind of fortified with makeshift like fortresses and stuff, and like, you know, spiked fences and everything like that, as you can see in the picture. You don't see much activity in the streets though, for like humans. There's no market or anything like that. It's just kind of like the odd one person going from building to building. You don't see any massive gatherings of like orcs or anything. You probably can gather they're probably hidden away inside the buildings.
I'll take it that the orcs don't like my kind if they see me.
Well, and orcs are just barbarians, aren't they? They come, they try and take what they want and kill anything in their way. So from what for the history, as the history kind of like says, oh shit, no, I don't want that. About this, I'm trying to draw here. Won't let me draw. On this area here. Is orc territory. On the right hand side.
So in terms of our 1 HP, I think Kieran's proficient in medicine, isn't he? Can he do a medicine check to see, like, can we heal?
If you're gonna heal naturally, like as in like bandages and herbs and potions, then yeah, magically he would have to do an Arcana check.
Okay, so that's more me then, isn't it? So can I do an Arcana check to see if we can, you know, heal?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Ooh, natural friggin' 20. You are 1000% sure that you are not afflicted by any kind of magical means to cause wounds.
Okay. So then, Kieran, medicine check?
Okay.
You're proficient in medicine, aren't you?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine now. So, I mean, you've got quite a lot of knowledge of like medicine and everything, like the human anatomy and other species anatomy and stuff like that. But you can't really kind of fathom why you're not able to move. You could probably guess that a lot of your bones are broken, and there's quite a few lacerations probably around your body. I mean, you were just in a tower that just crashed to the ground and from quite a great height. So you probably know that you've sustained quite a bit of damage that way. I mean, the reason why you're not full health after having a long rest, though, is kind of a bit. It's a bit weird. You don't understand why.
Okay.
So as you, anybody else want to do anything? You can carry on.
I'm not sure there's a lot I can do.
Is it worth trying a healing potion, do you reckon? To see if it does anything?
You could, but moving could make you fall unconscious again.
What if I get George to come down and pick up a potion off me and stick it in my mouth?
Yeah, sure. You can try and do that.
Sensu bean.
Yeah.
Can I see any of the others from here? From where I'm led?
With your peripherals, yeah, you can see each other. You can move your head just a bit, just enough without falling unconscious to see everybody else, but you're not able to communicate with each other.
Ooh, I know what I'm going to do, because I actually haven't ever had a chance to use this spell. And it's a ritual. So I'm going to cast this on all 4 of us and the 2 familiars. So now Kieran and Giant will also be able to interact with the familiars and see what's going on, etc. And they'll all gain the keen senses from George.
Okay, what is it? Telepathic bond. Now, that would be doable, but you have to move.
Verbal somatic. Yeah, I have to be able to wave my hand.
You have to wave your hand, but you also have to get the ingredients, blah, 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 and do it, and, kind of make them go poof. And you can get that spell back if you want.
It's a ritual, doesn't use a spell slot.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright. So you're not using it then?
Just wondering if there's a way that I can cast it through George. Because I can with a familiar, you can do.
You can, but you have to cast the spell yourself before you can give it to George to do it. So you'd still have to do the and then do it through.
Yeah,
this point.
The familiar can only do touch spells anyway. Telepathic bonds, not touch. So okay, take that off then. So I can't use that for the minute.
Pieces of eggshells from 2 different types of creatures. Okay.
That's easily done because we've got a pseudo dragon and I've got an owl. They are.
So, as you're trying to figure out something to do, you hear big footsteps approach the door. At the end of the room, you hear like the ching 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 of chainmail as a large green-skinned male orc wearing chainmail, wielding a huge greatsword on his back, walks in, carrying a tray from what looks to be scraps of cloth and a bowl of water. He sees that you all kind of now conscious and looks over and just like, you're awake. You are all lucky you still live in the land. You are in the land of the living.
Is it like the start of Skyrim? Yeah, you're finally.
You wake up in a cart. People were frightened when you came through that portal after that earthquake. They called you demons.
Oh, I can't really talk, can I? I'm going to say portal.
Please don't talk. Don't strain yourself. The people wanted to string you up. They thought you were demons. But I know you are not demons. He kind of walks over to Giant Haystack's bed. The Butcher of Leylon, they call you. But I know you by a different name. Giant Haystacks. You are the great giant who tore the head off a fearsome white dragon with his bare hands, are you not? The story of the great giant Haystacks has been spoken about many times in my great hall, but those days are long gone. Before the destruction of my village and the slaughter of my people, we planned to send a hunting party to claim the head of the dragon and mount it on the wall in your honor. But fate had different plans. But where are my manners? My name is Radgar Dragonglaw, and I'm here to mend your bodies. He starts to kind of get the cloth out and starts to kind of treat some of the lacerations around your body that weren't covered before. I've sent word to a woman I can trust, a woman in the far south.
Sorry, Blade. I think we need an insight check on this guy. Is he trying to heal us, or is he trying to keep us wounded?
She'll repair what is broken. Let us lay and rest. She'll be here shortly.
'Cause sorry, Blade. I think we need an insight check on this guy. Is he trying to heal us, or is he trying to keep us wounded?
She'll repair what is broken. Let us lay and rest. She'll be here shortly. 'Cause This guy looks like... Oh. It would help if I actually uploaded the picture. Yeah, you guys want to do anything while I try and find this picture?
Don't know. What do you reckon, Giant? Does he sound trustworthy?
I think he sounds trustworthy. I'm going to go ahead and trust him because he's just been bigging me up for the last few minutes. So
Do an insight check.
I'm warming to this guy.
Yeah, you do an insight check. So what are you trying to insight? Are you trying to see if he's lying, see if he's legit by saying who he is or whatever?
Basically, just to see if he is actually trying to help us.
Okay, yeah. Well, with an 18, yeah. I mean, he is putting the bandages on where there is like obvious like cuts on your body. And when he's doing it really gently. You know, he's with his big beefy hands. You know, he's quite gentle giant. Did you realise that I put the portrait on your character as well, Chris?
Yeah, looks cool.
I didn't realise you could actually put gifs. He looks like this, by the way. He's wielding his great sword because he's great. So after a while, you're laying there and him tending to your wounds. A lady appears, kind of like in the later part of the day. You see the sun is starting to set. This lady who appears, she's wearing a thick black cloak, and the hood is like over her face, so you're not really able to see who she is. And as she comes in, she goes over to Ragnar straight away and starts to whisper to him. And as she does, she kind of starts brewing up some potions on the other side of the room. And shortly after doing that, she kind of just like nods at Ragnar and just leaves. Not many words spoken. He just kind of gives her like a nod and she carries on out. And he gathers the potions together, puts them in the bowl, and just like one by one starts to, offer you the bowl where the potion was in. Do you accept?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Elvis?
I'm going to wait and see what happens to Giant first.
Okay. Sorrowblade?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Alright, cool. Sorry, Athalion?
I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait as well? Oh, okay. It's just Giant then.
You cowards! This guy's trying to help us, and you're just rejecting his help.
So he gives Giant the some of the potion, and he goes to go and give you guys some, and you just like, It's like he just says to you like,
Actually, no, Dave. I'm going to change my mind. I will take it.
oh, okay. Sorrowblade, you have some as well. And as he's trying to give it to Hovis and Athalion, he kind of just like smiles and says to you, you have no reason to fear me. I am trying to help you, but I understand that you are cautious. And he kind of just backs away and just puts the bowl down. Giant and Sorrowblade, about like a minute or so after you have this potion, you start to feel the pain start to reside, and you start to gain more mobility in your joints, and you kind of feel a bit more at ease, to the point where you're actually able to move now, and it's not intense pain. There still is pain, but you are able to get up if you want to.
Okay, can I look at the orc?
I'll sit up.
Okay.
Alright, then I'll change my mind. I'll take the potions.
Okay.
Are all my bones still broken, or are they sort of mended?
I mean, you kind of only assumed they were broken because of the what happened, but I mean, you do feel very, very sore still, like a very intense day at the gym.
I'll get up and start doing jumping jacks.
Alright, okay. You immediately fall to the ground.
Wait, did I receive
Lose the
a
1
boost, by
HP
the
you
way?
had.
You die. No. Yeah, he does come round again, and he does try and give you the potion again. Do you two both accept it this time?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I'll accept it this time.
All right, so you all do over time start to heal up, and you start to get feel a little bit better. To the point where you're able to move around freely. I mean, Sorrowblade, he kind of looks over in your direction as you're doing jumping jacks, and he's just like, "That small one has got some fight in him." As he's just amazed by how much damage you sustained, and you're just doing jumping jacks.
Let's say, no, don't matter. I'll say you can see why he's died twice.
He looks even more intrigued, the Sorrowblade, now as he hears that. He's just like, "Died, you say? Twice? I thought you only died once."
No, might be part cat. I don't know.
As you gather yourself, and he comes in, and he's carrying the staff of power, the blades, Sorrowblade's blades, Arthalion's shield and flail, but no weapon for giant haystacks by the looks of things.
Can I ask him where we are?
You were in the river district, my friend. You were found after an earthquake under the Shard of Night. Not many people knew what was happening, but we thought it was just an aftershock as a result of the chasm that opened up years ago. We still get them from time to time. But a portal appeared, and you were all just left there in the midst of the portal. It opened, and as soon as it opened, it closed. Nobody actually knew what was going on.
I was possessed by a lich. We travelled to a dark place. It was like this, but dark. And I don't mean nighttime. I mean permanently dark.
Hovis just looks up and says, "The rest of us were just stupid enough to actually go and follow giant haystacks."
Look straight over at Hovis. It's like, "You were lucky you were found such a great warrior. I thought him lost. Once I heard what he did in Leylon, I couldn't believe it, but the stories were unfortunately true, but I believe that you wouldn't be in your right mind to do such horrible deeds. I actually thought it was the wizard that made you do it, but no, it seemed that, as you say, this lich was at fault here, at the blame, the reason why you were and turned to evil."
He had me under his control. I couldn't resist, but I will hunt him down.
"That you will, giant haystacks. And if you need another sword, and know that Ragnar, Dragonclaw, will be right by your side. Go to this shadow land you speak of. Now, if you choose to travel the streets, I would recommend you do not do so, as the city guard have had instruction to kill giant haystacks on sight. And not to mention the countless amount of mercenary bands that cover the city, also looking for giant haystacks."
How do I go about clearing my name?
"I would say proof. You say a lich made you do the things you did, then you are going to have to find proof of that, sir."
In the where you found us, in the fallen bit of the shard, was there a container, a vessel in there, a broken one?
There was nothing but you, all four of you laying on the floor. Underneath the shard is just buildings and where priests live and people do their prayers.
The lich had a vessel he was trying to fill to rebuild his strength. he didn't succeed, but we also didn't defeat him. If I could maybe show them this vessel, that might serve as proof.
You can try. For you to remember, the phylactery was destroyed. It was obliterated by Hovis and his fireballs.
Oh yeah.
But also as well, what happened to you happened in the Shadowfell.
How else do we prove it? Wizard, do you have any spells where you can cast memories? You could show someone my memories, or even your own memories.
No. I mean, I can only communicate. We can only share a telepathic bond with each other that would allow us to see what's going on in real time in terms of our hearing, see, smell, but not memory.
Does anyone know what happened to my sword? That sword.
No, unfortunately.
It was like infused with your arm, wasn't it? So maybe it's just
I'm wondering if
deteriorated.
that's laying on the floor.
Which is a point. How's your arm, giant? Because we did kind of like lob
just
it
wiggle
off.
my arm about a bit. Does it feel alright?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a cement mixer. It's like, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, there are quite a few like deep lacerations on your arm that have yet to be bandaged, but they're not bleeding. Like, you're not losing any blood. It's just flaps of skin where we once were undead, and kind of the skin is like rotted away. So, I mean, you could do with some good healing.
Do I?
Yeah, does this place look safe enough for us to just rest here overnight again?
I mean, are you asking Ragnar if it's okay?
But on the rest of the group, should we just stay here and
think so.
get another rest?
I'd say so.
I
Wow,
do
we just
believe that you will be safe for one night.
Sorrowblade, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I must inform you though that the people did see me to bring you here. They will be wondering what has come of you.
Okay.
I'll tell you
Did
what, then I'll... Sorry, go on, Chris.
Can I ask the Ragnar? Is he called Ragnar?
Ragnar.
Can I ask him if he found any of my other possessions other than the sword? Do I have the rest of my stuff?
He kind of just looks kind of like sad and just like, I'm sorry, but there is no weapons that you were holding.
Does anyone have a disguise kit? I could maybe use that.
If you're trying to get around the city, if push comes to shove, I can just polymorph you into, like, I don't know, a rat or something.
A goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, is Wraith's sword, is it still in the bag of holding? We can give that to Giant in the meantime until he finds his sword.
Pretty sure he already had your sword.
I think I did.
No, it's not in it.
Yeah, if you're worried about traversing around Neverwinter, if push comes to shove, we could just polymorph you.
We do have a disguise kit.
Can I borrow your disguise kit? Try and make a disguise for myself.
You have to be proficient in it, so I guess I could.
I am
could dress you
proficient
up. Oh, are you?
in it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tidy. Yeah, you can borrow it.
Right, so are we taking a
That's
long
not an
rest or a
old
short
woman.
rest?
The things that Giant Haystacks has on him is basically what he was wearing when he first turned. So your armor, your pendant, your instrument, your wand, probably will were on your on your belts. Your removable rod, chain of returning would have been on there. Your champion's belt's still there. Your weapons will not know. So your javelins, your axes.
You can use my Dragon Slayer longsword if you want.
Hey, well, why doesn't Kieran try and... You're proficient with charisma checks, aren't you? Try and convince Ragnar to let Giant have his sword.
Oh, no, I couldn't take it. Not after he's been so good to us.
As soon as he hears you say that, Chief's like, shh! Oh, definitely take my sword. Kill many enemies with it. Make me proud. He just hands it to you.
There you go. There you go, Giant.
Thank you. I will honour you.
It's just a normal greatsword, by the way. No +1, just a normal greatsword. You see that it's got like engravings on it though, where he's engraved it himself.
Do they have a name?
I'll be honest. If you call this sword Ragnar,
Gonna have to get this sword enchanted then if it's gonna have a name.
let me get you some. I'm gonna give you a great sword. Great sword. Great axe. Great sword. Deal. There it is.
Can I just like whisper to the sword, like, do you talk? But like, try and make it so no one else can hear it.
As you whisper to it, you wait for a second to hear a response.
Is George around anywhere?
You see, guys, I would have taken the opportunity to whisper in his ear, going, "Yes."
I was waiting for it actually, but I'm just like, phew. Oh.
That would be funny. Oh, what was the question? Sorry.
I was just saying. So George is around, isn't he? George,
he's still fine.
do a perception check with keen senses on Giant. Hear it, what he's whispering, and then just sort of like raise his eyebrow.
yeah, I guess so. Don't need to roll for it. You would definitely be able to hear.
Well, is he speaking in the common language?
I think you know Giant and Common, don't you?
Yeah. They have a whole language named after me.
So yeah, George possibly hears it. What did you whisper?
Right then, let's get this show on the road, Dave.
Can I use the disguise kit then to dress myself as an old woman?
I mean, Sorrowblade can try and disguise you. I think he can.
And this will be an old woman on a mission, running very, very, very quickly.
No, we play it. We play act it. I'll like hobble along. I'll pick up a stick from somewhere. It'd be good. What do I do? Is it perception or performance?
It'll be deception.
Deception.
But the DC is going to be.
No, I got this. Don't worry.
Okay. So with your best disguise, you tie a bit of a rag around your waist. Yeah, you throw a little bit over your head as well, and just kind of tie it underneath your chin.
Can I is there a mop in the corner of the room?
There's a brush.
The disguise kit gives you props and stuff like that, so you could use a walking stick.
Walking stick. I want like a mop and like cut the head off so it looks like I've got long hair, like an old woman.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Get the little dreads looking. Okay, so with that then, what do you guys plan to do?
I don't actually know.
I don't know.
What?
That was the end of my plan.
A rest.
So,
oh yeah, we were going to take a long rest.
Oh yeah,
weren't we?
take a long rest.
oh, okay. Yeah, so you can take your long rests and get yourself some HP back.
Can I be while I'm doing the long rest? Can I be like practicing my old woman voice? Like, hello.
I forget I lost a lot on my health because someone drained my life energy.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't me. Do I actually remember being other giant?
You saw everything. You saw everything in that fight. You saw it from a different perspective, right?
Yeah.
For behind a glass screen.
Listen, I was in spectator mode, okay?
Have I lost that forever, by the way?
I mean, I was in spectator mode.
Let me just double check what it was.
I think you can remove curse. I think we did last time.
Oh yeah, I can. I think it was a curse, actually.
Let me read the spell. Not the spell, sorry, the actual thingy. So, hit points reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. There you go.
Yay! I get my stuff back.
Yeah, you get your health back.
Ray, have you put it back, have you? Because I'm not on my PC.
I'll have to remember what it is.
I think it was 106. I think that's what it was.
I can get it off D&D Beyond. Hang on. I'm already on it anyway.
The hell is that smoke?
And it's the sound of
Is that your incense?
boiler. Is it the boiler, Dad?
No, I've got a cup of tea there.
Oh. Now, speaking about a cup of tea, I got no cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. What's this world coming to? What was the HP? Sorry, Mike.
Oh no, I forgot. Yeah, I don't have his character on my D&D Beyond anymore.
Am I gonna have to go on my D&D Beyond?
I got it. Don't you worry. Don't worry. So your HP is 104. There you go.
Had to get a couple of extra HP there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Schema, Medema. Alright, so let's go. New Died Horns. Ragnar has left you a little note on the side with a couple of potions. About 3 great healing potions, saying that these were basically the remaining stash of his stash, basically. As he's kind of up and left, you see the area is kind of like a bit barren as he's taking most of his stuff. But he's left you 3 great healing potions as a farewell gift. Who's having him?
Give the 3 melee boys 1 each.
3 melee boys? Alright, 3 melee boys. Where do you find the potions? Where are they? Where are you? Alright, I'll throw you on. Potion. Great potion. Bang. It's not as easy as it seems. Potion. Great healing potion. And that's it. Just those 2, yeah? What?
Yeah.
It's alright. I was just playing. I was looking to see who's listening. Nobody's listening.
I heard 2, and I was like, what?
Sorry, Blake.
Listening, just not speaking.
I was listening, I said yes.
Yeah. So I said Giant and Athalion, and I didn't say Sorrowblade. See how much he was listening. Okay, so you make your way through the town. It's not as busy as it is in the Protector's Enclave, but you still see like poverty-ridden like citizens kind of just going about their business. I need Giant Haystacks. Roll me a deception check, please.
Say that again, sorry.
Roll me a deception check.
Deception.
And while you do that, actually, just to recap, what's your guys' next plan?
I want to go to the library.
You want to go to the library, so you're on the way to the House of Knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just tell the group, like, yeah, I need to go and do some studying. So.
Okay. Giant.
I don't know.
Just gonna walk the streets as like this
Is
pretend old lady.
Is everyone going to the House of Knowledge?
I'm not.
We were on the boat, weren't we? We were on the ship.
Can I go to the Hall of Justice?
You want to go to the Hall of Justice?
Maybe, yeah. No, maybe not, actually. No, I'll go to the House of Knowledge as well and read up about this Lich.
Okay. Sorry, Blade?
I'm going to head back to the ship and see what's going on there.
Oh, wait, no. I've changed my mind again. I want to go back to the Shard.
Ooh, how many days has passed, David?
You're not really sure, but you can tell that you know.
Can I go check if my armor's ready then?
Okay, it's already ahead of me. I was going to say, there's been a good few days past. There might be a chance that we could go and pick up a certain chest piece for someone.
Yeah, of course, yeah, you can go there. Sorry, Blade, which ship are you going to go and look for, sorry?
The one that we were on to go and check the Lightning Mountains was... No, not the Lightning Mountains.
Oh, the Thunder Cliffs?
Yeah, we were on a ship, weren't we?
No, you were given instruction from Selena that there could be some ships in the port that will take you to the Thunder Cliffs.
I'll go and try and charter a ship.
Okay. So, Sorrowblade to the docks, Thovis and Giant to the House of Knowledge, and Athalion to the blacksmith. Alright, so Athalion, we'll do yours first, obviously. So you approach the blacksmith. You see Saint Nicholas just fucking wailing away at a piece of metal on his anvil, and he kind of sees you approach, and he's like, "Oh, stop! You want dragon scale armor? Yes.
Indeed.
Well, I've got it right here." And he turns around, and as he grabs it and kind of rustles around. As he pulls it over, you see that he's done the armor, but it's very weirdly kind of designed. There's one giant scale as a breastplate, and he's tried to fashion some more scales into like shoulder bar pauldrons and arm gauntlets and stuff. It looks like it will fit, but it looks like you're gonna have to get used to it. You're gonna have to get some alterations and stuff done to it.
Okay.
Now, I think we agreed on a price, did we not?
Yes, we did. I don't remember the price.
I do. In my book. I was hoping that you remembered. Let's have a look here now. Right, I've got here now, got loads of stuff. My God. What the hell's that? Alright.
Bet he hasn't got the gold. He's going to have to come and find Hovis again, isn't he?
Yep.
No. I'm pretty
I do not have the gold.
Do you not have any gold?
Nope.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Hovis has the gold, unfortunately.
Well,
already paid it. Well,
he paid. Oh, he paid.
Oh no, pay it
70%.
up front. I thought I paid it up front.
Yeah, you did. I swear you paid it up front.
I'm just going to check how much gold I've got. That'll tell me. Hang on.
Didn't you have like 6,000 gold?
6,000 gold. Where art thou?
I've got 6,000. So yeah, I don't think we paid it up front.
God's sake.
Start recording. Do you remember
My
when
next
you never
goal.
went
Get your daughter.
I can't remember how much gold I had.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think you had like...
Probably,
how much was it? I think it was like
Giants got
2,000.
4,000.
I think...
One.
Cool. So
Eight
that's,
borrowing you two.
500 gold pieces. All this.
Also,
I don't know how much
before we
I remember
head
it
down
was
to the
1,000,
captains,
but-
I want to go
Yeah, I
see.
don't think I paid it up front, David. So he needs to take 1,000 gold off Shadowfax, but he needs to come and find Hovis first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2,000 gold pieces, wasn't it?
To the blacksmith and see if
it was...
he'll buy
This is
these
hard to
places
say.
off.
This is 1,000. I think Plate was 2,000 gold.
Hold on.
No? What have you got written?
St. Nicholas. Yeah.
St. Nicholas.
I think he's right
Yeah.
there, David. I think when we first looked.
Now,
at
speaking of
the
blacksmith, Kieran wanted to borrow 1,500 gold off me to buy
Medium
some
armour.
plate.
St.
just
Nicholas
found,
doesn't
like-
sell armor. I've got it. That would
Give me a
be.
second.
Ooh,
In a minute. Need to check uniform.
there is.
Ooh, speaking of that,
So whilst he's trying to
well, what I
find
brought up
gold,
on
I mean, not
Messenger the
gold,
other day,
the cost,
Sorry,
I run
must
over
still
to
have those
Ovis and tell him.
yeah?
Right.
What are you going to tell me? Because I'm going to say to you, how much gold do you want?
1,000.
All right, okay. So what if it's more than that then?
I don't know.
Is
Yeah.
I can't even remember how many we've got each.
33 in total, I think.
I mean, they're not really small.
anything from plate. So dragon scale plate, and because they're from a white dragon, anything from plate
33.
he could craft, and
Yeah.
so it'll take 20 dragon scales to create a piece of armor, and it would take about 10 dragon scales to make like a material weapon, and maybe about 15 dragon scales to make a heavy weapon. Yeah, got that right. Simple weapon for 10, and 15 for a heavy weapon, material weapon. Sorry,
And how much for armor?
20.
Plates.
You can make plate scale armor with that many dragon scales. Yeah, no, it won't be heavy armor. Sorry, and you could make plate armor. Cloak, no, they're too hard for it. I mean, I can just DM it and
So, how much scale pieces did?
don't think we can find out. I didn't recall.
Like part of them, kind of thing.
Well, if it's to make, if David's saying we can convert it to plate,
It's medium armor from like an adult. No, what was he? From a young dragon upwards.
so the armor, right?
Bucks.
No. I mean, like, are you able to pull the actual armor itself up? So I can, with I think
Hide, chain shirt. It'll cost about 1,000 gold to make with St. Nicholas, and then it will take about a week to make as well. A week. Okay. Good. Okay. The results in. It was 1,000 gold pieces to make, but it'll take a week.
Right. So how long has it been?
Yeah, well, it hasn't been a week just yet. It's been a few days. You're not sure how many days it's passed in the material plane, but you've had 2 days at least in the material plane so far. But while you were in the shadow plane, you're not too sure how many days, but it definitely has not been a week.
So he lied. It's not ready yet. He's just tried to sell us a duff piece of armor.
Yeah, that's
That's
my
why
bad.
it's such a
It's
bit-
just what we want to do. That's why he wasn't quite ready, you know. It didn't look right, you know. He was just so happy, like, "Wee," but it wasn't right. It needs a few more alterations, and
Okay.
then it'll be done.
So it's 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold
Right.
pieces.
Tell you what we'll do. Is our stallion come to see me now, is he? To request
Yes.
gold? Right. I'll give you the
Well,
gold now.
I would
and
say
then
that when you were walking that way, you probably would have just kind of like, you all would have gone together because you'll have to get across the river, so you kind of have to go the
You
same
calling
way.
me?
Huh?
Are you calling me?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to say for ease, so that we don't have to worry about it next time. So we'll pay him now up front. So you can take 1,000 gold off my mount then.
1,000 gold off you,
And-
yeah.
Yeah. And it's not free, Kieran. You'll be repaying that.
Yeah, when I actually get gold.
Gotta earn it, boy. Hold on then. 1,000 gold pieces deducted. Done. All right. So as this is happening, transpiring, a small band of guards, city guards, start to walk up upon Giant Haystacks as he stands there, looking all elderly like.
I decided to go to the shard instead.
Oh, you did. I'm so sorry. So as you're standing by the shard, a bunch of mercenaries come.
Oh, they're here as well. Fuckers.
I thought you were coming with me to the House of Knowledge.
No, I changed my mind. I wanted to look for proof in the shard, the ruins of where we were.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a shame, because I was saying before, I thought if you stay with me, at least if someone does try to cut on to you, then I can use suggestion to hopefully make them go away.
It's alright, my disguise is amazing.
Alright, we're 14. So as you're standing to as you walk in towards the shard, you see like looks to be like some sort of like rowdy bunch, about 3 mercenaries like walking in your direction. As you kind of walking along,
my head's down, looking at the floor, and I'm using the stick to like move along slowly.
Yeah. Okay. As you pass each other, they kind of talk and kind of going on about some village they've just raided, and kind of like a couple of like women they just hoard out and stuff. And then as you just pass, one of them just kind of stops and is like, hey, just like taps one of the guys like, size of that woman. He's like, oi, you wench. What'd you do?
You. but I like call that back to him, but I keep going.
Oi, wait there! I want to ask you some questions. And he kind of like just strolls up on you.
Talk to my husband.
Oh, it's all right, darling. Your husband don't need you right now. I need you. He kind of steps in front of you. As he steps in front of you, he's like, "Holy shit! You're an ugly woman."
I gotta just slap him across the face.
Ooh.
But not like a giant slap, like make it a really ladylike slap.
You're like,
how dare you?
Okay.
Where are your manners?
So as you slap him, he just can't, even with the slightest touch by Giant Haystacks, this guy is thrown off his feet, and the other 2 guys just kind of like grab their swords like, oh, oi, hold on a minute, you're not an old lady. I want you to roll me initiative, please. As these mercenaries definitely figure out that you are not helpless and happy.
What gave it away?
No slap!
Slap! It was...
Like a giant fucking woman.
The lightest slap even knocked him off his feet.
Yeah, even the lightest. I will.
How do I ready up for combat?
Didn't even get to 1% of his power, and he still knocked him off his feet.
I will load up a scene now.
So are these city guard?
These are mercenaries.
Oh right, okay.
If I can actually find a scene
Fair
to
game,
use. I'll have
George
to
was
use
still
this.
flying in the air. Would he been flying high enough to have seen this?
What the fuck is going on here? Well, George, I don't know. He'll be 100 feet from you, so he'd be well too far away from you, from Giant Haystack.
If he's 100 foot in the air, is he able to see far enough to just seen that?
I guess you can try and do a perception to see. It'll be a disadvantage though.
Right. Well, that means it'll be normal then, yeah, because he has advantage anyway on perception checks
Yeah.
that rely on sight, hearing, or smell. So
Yeah.
I can roll it as normal.
Yeah. Do you do that? Yeah. I'm just trying to set up this. Helps if I actually configure this so there is no vision. There you go. Let's put you, Mr. Giant Old Lady.
Let's do this, bitches!
You're not prone.
God, I recognise this map. Pretty sure I've used this one before.
Alright.
How did we get to Fandolin?
No, I'm just using this. It's like, what? What?
Is this like the only map you got or something?
I did, yeah, I
This is always
I was trying to find a silly
the
battle
training
map.
map.
Yeah. This is the Matrix,
Random.
man.
Oh look, Giant has actually got his evil sword back.
It's a great sword.
Dave hasn't got any music.
I like how in my in the top-down view I've got the evil sword. In my portrait I've got a battle axe, but in reality I've just got a standard greatsword.
Time's confusing.
Time is confusing. You are right.
It merged.
Doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Oh, pirates.
No, they're just bandits.
You got all your kit back now, have you?
Got a greatsword. Don't have my javelins though.
Don't have your javelins. Just have your grating sword. And... yeah.
They're lying on their sides.
Yeah.
I think Giant played bowling with him when he slapped one of them.
Okay.
I take it. Did I spot this or not with a 15?
Not with 15, no. I mean, it is far away, and it's just like it's within loads of buildings, so yeah, you probably wouldn't see it. But yeah, giant haystack. So it's your go first, and I will begin.
I am going to.
I would say just read your features for a second.
Oh.
At the bottom.
I'm not seeing it.
We're underneath brutal critical.
Oh.
He spotted it.
Oh.
Alright. Read it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so what are you doing first go?
Cause you know that thing where I said I can't heal?
Mm-hmm.
Does that include rest?
Rest is it's not a healing, it's just a natural thing, so that's just normal.
A short rest.
Short rest is it's not a healing ability either. It's just
Okay.
those are able to heal you. It's kind of the remnants of like.
Okay. I'll do that then.
All right, cool.
Is it still a bonus action to do it?
It is. It's just your rage, yeah. So when you go into a rage, you choose to go into a frenzy, but now it's been replaced with blood frenzy.
Okay, and then I'm gonna. Can this be a free action, just like throwing off my disguise?
Or like an anime.
Yeah.
I was giant haystacks all along. If you want to, yeah.
I'll have to try and fuck him up with a walking stick.
I mean, if you take your disguise off, you will be left just like with no disguise, walking around town.
Oh, go on, I'll keep it on then.
Okay,
I'll run up to this guy and I'll attack him
go on.
twice.
He just backhands him and sends him in straight through a building.
So it's only after if he's already injured, I heal myself.
Have to be bloodied, yeah. So he has to be bleeding.
Okay. Does that include the attack that I do, if you will? So
No.
the first attack doesn't heal me, but the second attack will.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
Right, okay.
So any enemy that is currently got their currently missing health and is bleeding, because an enemy is classed as bloodied, as when it gets damaged the first time. Yeah. Roll that sword, sir.
Hold on a sec.
To do Poppy's parties.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, see the blood then. 20 definitely hits. Yes, it does. For 12. Okay. Now it is classed as bloodied now.
I'm full health anyway, so it's... Ooh, good.
27, definitely. Definitely. For an
Is
extra
that from
15.
Great Weapon Master Strong?
No, I just did normals then.
Okay. A bonus action. You've done your bonus action, so this left is any more movement?
No, that's my go.
Okay, so this guy's going to run up to you. He's going to attack you once with Scimitar. Normal. For 12.
Nope.
Alright, second guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to retaliate with Scimitar. And as he goes to try and attack, he's like, "Oh, we're going to get paid well for your head." And with a 10, you're able to parry away his attack. And then his buddy's going to come up. And he's going to move up. And they're going to be all surrounding you, attacking you with the Scimitar once again. For 15.
No.
Alright, so all attacks miss. Top of the round, giant haystacks.
Right. I'm gonna go reckless attack, Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Eleven's a miss, unfortunately. Oh, no way. Both attacks. Like, literally, like, just all their swords just come together to just, like, block your one. Oh, 19 hits, though.
This game's lacking AoE damage for like melee, isn't it?
I need to do a spin attack.
The whole game is, yeah. There is actually something. So you do spin attack, like, whoosh, you do it so fast that just, like, stay there for a second, it's like, he just falls down dead.
You'd think that they'd have something like that, like for Rogue, like on a Blades or something like from World of Warcraft out.
You do have
That'd be
a
easy enough.
Blade Burst, don't you? Which is an AoE kind of.
I think that since I took the Arcane Trickster, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
But
Blade Burst, haven't you?
As standard though. No, I don't think I took it in the end.
Ah.
But I mean like standard AoE.
You've got a cantrip that you can have. You took Booming Blade, didn't you? If you took Booming Blade,
I'm talking in general, like if you were to be a
cleave, yeah.
full-fledged rogue.
yeah, like a cleave.
Yeah. Or like Whirlwind for a barbarian or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe I can just incorporate some sort of homebrew. Maybe just
Yeah.
for Mellies to be able to do some AoE.
Because I
That's
think
what
for
the
like,
wizard's for.
Yeah, wizards become obsolete.
but for a scenario like this, it'd be handy to just do some base AoE damage, wouldn't it?
I was already thinking some sort of like AoE when before you said it. Then when those three were just in the row there. Any bonus actions for Giant?
Gonna flick him all with his
I
jock
used
strap.
bonus action, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
I did 3 attacks.
Oh yes, of course. Okay, any movement?
No, I'll just stay there.
Alright, cool. Alright, he's going to go for you. He's going to try and attack you with Scimitar. And the result is a round in 18. So it's going to hit you. It's going to damage you for 7 slashing damage, reduced down to 3. And that's going to be his go, and his little buddy's going to go and do the same thing. Let's see in there, the compadre gets split in 2. This guy hits you for an 18, and he's going to damage you again. Oh, for another 7, so reduced to 3. So it's a total of 6 damage to the entire attacks.
You sure?
6 damage.
6 damage, right, okay.
So that's in total. That's both of their attacks combined, yeah? And sorry, already halved. Okay, back to you. I mean, you can visibly...
Did you roll them with advantage, sorry?
I didn't know. But they hit you anyway.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to do same again.
Okay.
It's like a circle here. Yeah, I see it flickering.
Yeah, it's a light, I think. It's
It's a weird one, aren't it?
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Oh, 29 damage. Jeez. Alright, so as you attack the enemy, was he already damaged? No, he wasn't, was he?
No.
No.
No, that's a big chunk though. So he is very bloody.
Is it Woody?
You got 2 more attacks if you want.
Yeah, sorry.
Definitely a hit. Oh, for another 27. Yep, he is decapitated.
Well, I get to roll a d4, don't I?
You do. You get to roll d4 now as the blood just goes and just gets seeped into your skin. Alright, so you heal yourself for a 3.
I like this. Very good. So he's dead, is he?
He is dead.
And then the last attack on this guy. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Nearly give myself plus 10 on the attack roll.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a miss.
Okay, my go.
That's you go. Alright, so this guy's just going to do a fucking absolute pussy check. Which was going to be a wisdom save, I think. With disadvantage because you're a scary motherfucker. Ooh, a 5. Alright. He does try and run away from you. You want to try an opportunity to attack him? He's just seen both of his friends just get absolutely destroyed. So he's going to try and run away from you as he is scared for his life.
In the face. Oh my god. Hannah's just made me get up to switch the telly on and then squirted water on my chair and then I sat back in it. My arse is soaking. Is there a towel?
I think he sharted. And he's just covered
Oh,
it.
I had. I was like, why is it wet?
Why is it cold?
Oh.
What have I missed?
Chris sharted.
You can't stop laughing.
Giant shouted. Not me.
Sorry, Blade Shard.
That was earlier.
Right.
We got 2 viewers.
TV. Oh god, the TV is back. Way.
2 different ones
Right,
this time.
what's happening? Sorry.
The bandit, the mercenary, is trying to run away from you as he is frightened.
Oh, I'm going to use my reaction to attack him.
Okay, you attack away.
You get advantage if he's frightened.
No. The creature just has a disadvantage on attacks against giant now.
Oh,
Oh, natural 20.
This guy's a bit fucked.
Alright, so how do you want to kill this guy?
I want to, like, as he tries to run away, I'm going to hack his legs off. So then he's crawling away, and then I'm just going to like walk up to him, pick him up by his head, and then stick my greatsword through his belly.
Oh. Oh, he's there just like, no, please, no.
Is it weird that I came up with that so fast?
Ah, you're just disturbed.
Yeah.
Alright, so with that, blade goes
Still
straight through his belly and this blood goes everywhere. Get a roll d4 for the absolute just destroyed body. Yeah, well that's the end of that combat. 3 versus 1. You fared better than Hovis did.
The only bad thing about killing him in one is I didn't heal from it.
Oh no, I'm giving you a d4 of that because you would have actually got covered in his blood from just chopping his legs off, and I should put that in thing for a natural 20. There you go, you get 1 back.
I'm nearly back to full health.
And you weren't even healed.
Okay, and then I'm just going to casually put my greatsword. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hide all the bodies in that hay bale there.
Okay.
And then I will sort of do my best to clean up the blood. Maybe cover it with hay.
I mean, you're lucky. I mean, the streets are quite barren. There's like nobody about. There was just these 3 mercenaries.
And then I'll just sort of wipe my greatsword, hide it again, get my walking stick back out, hood back up, and just carry on being an old woman.
Okay, cool.
Like, dude, Hitman, like, chuck them all in that hay bale thing there.
Yeah. Like it never happened.
I'll make sure I put both parts of that guy out. I cut his head off and his legs off.
Yeah. I mean, there is like there is like some sort of remnants of like blood, but because of the area that you're in, it's not really going to be noticed.
Do they not have any nice gear on them?
You can choose to do an investigation check, see if you find anything interesting. While you guys decide that, I'm just going to go and kill some kids. Give me a second.
Literally.
Just for stream purposes, I'm not really going to kill them. They're my children, I need to tell them off.
You can put your mic on mute, Dave. What we do now then? Discuss tactics while he's away.
Well, I need to go to the House of Knowledge, so.
What are you doing now?
A couple of things. I'm after basically like a backup spellbook. I have a fear that David might actually try and destroy my spellbook at some point, so I want a book to copy it into. And there's a couple of spells that I'm still waiting to learn, but he was sending me to Waterdeep. But given that it's been like a month, so I might see if I can learn them here.
Yeah. I'll just go to the shipyard and see if I can charter us a boat or a ship to Thundercliffs.
what we're going. Do you know there is actually still in my inventory a book that we haven't done anything with yet. A locked tomb that we got way, way, way back in.
Yeah, we did. The one that requires a special word to unlock.
It required a spell, which I didn't have.
I'm sure we unlocked that, you know.
It's still locked in here. It just says book found in Tresenda Family Manor. It appears to be locked with a word lock.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we unlocked that. Ask Dave when he comes back. Sure, we got the word to unlock it.
Still top.
Okay. It's still locked. It's still locked in my inventory.
Yeah, it might just be in your inventory from like maybe he
Are you
hasn't
sure?
took it out.
Are you sure not getting mixed up with Yargoth's journal? Like I've got that, and that isn't locked and readable.
We had to speak a specific word for it to unlock. That's what we learnt about it anyway. I don't think his journal was locked.
In fact, there's 3 books here. I've got Skeel's journal. I've got a locked tomb. That I think I've like always had.
What, the locked tomb?
And then I've got Yargoth's journal.
It's like the locked tomb from Tresenda. We had that like pretty much at the beginning of the campaign, didn't we?
Yeah.
When we went into, well, I got it from them ruins, didn't I? And I give it you when we got that black cube.
But I do have lock. So if you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes. So we can unlock it with that. Should be able to.
See what Dave says now. Hey Dave, do you remember that locked tome that we got ages ago from the Tresenda?
Yes.
Didn't we unlock that?
Yes.
It was a specific word that we had to speak, wasn't it?
It was the spell knock.
Knock, yeah. Okay, we just can't remember what it is because in my inventory it's still just a locked tomb.
Oh. That's probably because I haven't put the new one in there.
I thought we did.
Yeah, that's my fault. I forgot about that.
Terrible. Sack the DM.
Just not with it, you know? Just not with it. Alright, so go back to Giant Haystacks after... Did you decide to do an investigation check?
Yes. What, of the shard?
No, for the... I mean, did you want to try
The
and see if
corpses,
the
wasn't
corpses had anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good idea.
Here we go again.
I'll be exhausted on it, but with disadvantage.
Nada. Absolutely nothing.
In fact, you lost all of your belongings.
Yeah. In fact, that when you were putting the bodies in the hay bale, you lost your sword. You're now unarmed.
Like a sword in a haystack.
Looks like Giant lost his sword in a haystack. Okay, so you're heading over to the shard. Roll me another deception for us. This is gonna be fucking fun when you're actually in like the Black Lake district and the Protector's Enclave. Okay, 3. Alright, so you head over to the Shard of Night. As you get closer, you can see it's a lot more busy. The area where the Shard is, like hovering over, you see there's quite a lot more activity. A lot more people around. None look like to be the guard or anything like that, but there are a lot of like individuals that are just kind of like walking around with swords on the waist and stuff, and there's quite a lot of priests wearing black gowns with a anonymous symbol on their neck, like around the necks.
You should have done Chris last. But his exhaustion is going to be seen by everyone now.
Mm. The consequences of splitting the party, yeah.
Can I go to this broken bit of shard then?
Well, the shard, the tower itself, is still flying in the air. It's not damaged or anything apart from the obvious. You know, it's part of a tower that is just
where's
floating.
the bit that fell down?
Nowhere to be seen.
Travelled through another dimension.
As you walk along, by the way.
Can I go up to a random passerby?
Yeah.
One that doesn't look like they've got a sword.
I mean, they all kind of like have swords, apart from the priests.
Oh, go on. I'll speak to a priest.
Okay, so
Say, excuse me,
kind of soon
man.
As soon as they look, it's like, back, heathen! There will be no slaughter here. The butcher of Lelon. Call the guard. Get out of here now.
Who?
You're not fooling anyone. And it's like everybody's like shouting, going, "Get out of here! Oh, you murderer! Get out of here!" Start throwing shit at you and everything.
And run off.
Yeah.
Pretending to cry.
Yeah, sure. You run off, and as you run off, the mop
I
falls
hide.
off your head.
Yeah, okay.
Just like
I'm gonna
I think they've. I think you made those people shocked to see an old lady running.
Yeah. I don't think you're fooling anybody with a 3.
I'm gonna hide down a back alley for a bit, wait for it to die down.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of notice there are like a lot of people running around, like, "Are you in this way? We're out over there." So, you kind of managed to dodge their vision at the moment. Going on to Sorrowblade.
I was gonna say, where's Sorrowblade in all this? Because they went to the same place.
No, we didn't.
Not Sorrowblade, actually, not Sorrowblade. I'll go on to Hovis and Athalion first. There's a reason.
Yeah.
So the House of Knowledge.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Otis, I think his name.
The dwarf guy.
Let's call him the dwarf.
Hello, dwarf friend guy.
Kind of like just looks up like, "Oh, it's you. Hello. Books, I take it. Books."
I thought just looking around, like, I've never seen so many books in my life.
He takes one glance at you, Alpha, and he's like, "Oh, pardon me, sire, Lord. I didn't realise you were with company of a handled for the gauntlet knight. I beg your pardon. How may I have a service?"
Don't worry about it.
Hovis's eyes. No, don't say that. Hovis's eyes just lit up because it's like, "Ooh, I could use you here then." Actually, right. I just pull out my spell book, and I just say to him, "Right, 2 things. First thing, I'm looking for a special type of blank book, right? Because I want to be able to copy my spell book, and I believe here, as a common item, you might have some knowledge of spell books that are, or rather books that I can use as a spell book that are pretty much invulnerable to damage. Do you know of anything?"
He kind of looks back over to Athalion and is like, I beg your pardon, Lord, but is this peasant with you?"
Yes, he is.
Peasant?
He kind of turns back to you and goes, "Yes, there are such books that can be armoured to protect them from damage as they are used in battle, yes. To do so would require just going to any sort of blacksmith to make armor fit for a book, or buy any books to write in. You could write in any book, and as long as the glyphs and the spell is correct, it will work fine.
Do you have one of these types of books? Because I'll just rewrite my spells into this new book.
He stands back
Just a
in
book.
awe, just like crosses his hand, arms like, you do
By the
know
way,
this
this item is
library,
invisible,
don't you? It looks around. It's like, there
Yes,
are about
but libraries
10,000
don't
books
always.
here.
Libraries don't always have blank, empty books, though.
You got a notebook, mate.
You got no books, mate.
Bit of parchment with some twine.
So, would you by any chance have an enduring spell book?
He looks back at Athalion. Seriously, is he okay?
Yes, he's fine.
I do have a lot of parchments I could fashion into a book. I have some bindings I could make. Give me an hour, and then I could have a book ready for you in no time.
Okay, we'll come back in a bit. And also, do you have any spell books here that I can look at, study?
Just
You know,
puts his hand as I say, no, God. Just go and look. This is a library.
Rubbish.
you're the curator. You can at least point me in the right direction of a spell.
You
Well,
give me
well,
a name of a book, and I
Yeah.
will find it. He just opens this massive ledger, like it's like just huge, just a catalogue of all the books that he currently has in the library.
Arthalion's mouth just goes wide open as to how many books he's just put on the table.
Oh, he's just got one giant ledger, but it's like it's so huge. It's full of like these names of books and like rows and numbers and stuff.
Okay, then, so rephrase what I said. He is surprised as to how big this book, one singular book, is.
For a dwarf, yeah, it's quite big.
Okay, the Sharandar. They were a group of elves, natives to Netherwinter, long time ago. Would you have a book on them containing possibly spells that they used to use?
He kind of looks through. He's like, "Ah, yes, okay. Follow me." It takes you down the many corridors of the labyrinth of the House of Knowledge, and you get to a section where it's just has a big sign saying "History of Neverwinter," and there are like just rows upon rows, like shelves upon shelves of just these like hundreds of books. And he takes you over to a section where it's all about this elf culture and the school of magic they kind of like wielded. You'll find what you're looking for here, I guess.
Okay, I will sit and look around and study. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so Athalion, I guess you're just sitting around doing nothing as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna look around, I guess.
Okay. You find your way down the XXX version of the library, funnily enough. You naughty paladin.
Funny.
Isn't it strange that, like, in Neverwinter they've got hentai?
It's not hentai though, it's just elves. Alright, Sorrowblade. So, getting to you. Just bring up my thingy here. So, as you get to the docks, I mean, how are you approaching the dock? How are you going through the Black Lake District? I mean, Black Lake District's not too bad. How are you getting around Castle Neverember and stuff? And Castle Never, sorry.
Would I struggle?
I mean, you still are a wanted gnome. I mean, your face is plastered on a lot of wanted posters around the city. You've made it this far, okay. just getting through the ruffian side of things. But you're starting to get into the more kind of thinking, okay, 28, right, so you're stealthing it. Going from shadow to shadow. You do make your way over to the docks.
Yeah.
And it's busy as ever. There's lots of ships in dry dock at the moment, just kind of like supplying, and some are taking on cargo, some are taking off cargo. I just thought of something then. You ever wondered why on a ship the stuff it carries is called cargo, but in a car the stuff it carries is called shipment?
You might even be there on the
What?
Anyway.
Very, very, very funny.
Anyway. Yeah, so...
Was that relevant?
No.
He's probably seen that on a YouTube videos or...
I saw it on a TikTok, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I thought so.
So...
I've seen...
Do you know what else I thought, Dave?
Yeah.
Was your hat an accident, or did you purposely buy it because it's got DC on it?
It's just a make, mate.
It's sure enough.
You know, all my hats have DC on it, yeah?
Do they?
Yeah, they do. So, yeah, as you approach the dock, you see it's quite busy. And amongst the busyness of the dock, you see a very familiar elf standing there. One that you know as a Valdiri Estebar, who's actually the dockmaster in Leylon, as she's standing there, kind of organising some shipments for a barge that's kind of docked over in Neverwinter, currently gathering supplies.
We will go over and have a conversation.
Okay. So as you approach, she kind of sees you from the far. She's like, "Oh, Sorrowblade, I have not seen you for a day or so. How be you?"
Yeah, not too bad, you know. Breathing.
Oh, I'm glad to know. So what are you doing to the docks in Neverwinter then? You looking for a boat? Looking for a place to stay?
Looking for some sort of travel to the Thundercliffs.
Thundercliffs. That name.
I get out my map and I show her on the lens. No, this island here, just.
She looks through the lens and she notices that the map does pinpoint like things interest points for like the cult of Talos, and she kind of like looks at you and is like, "So you've been messing with the cult again, I see. You seem to have found something quite interesting here. Have you showed the rest of the council this?"
Yes, we have.
Well then, there's nothing of it then. You must head to this Thundercliffs, as they call it, and get rid of this cult once and for all. Once we're rid of the people of that dreadful cult, we'll be able to build Leylon with no trouble at all.
That's the plan.
Oh, well, you want to start with getting some sort of transport, as you say. I mean, there are many ships here, but the waters around the Thundercliffs, from what I've heard, are very rough, and it only takes the most daring of captains to go to those type of waters. Most of these ships here are all transport barges and cargo ships, but there are two captains in particular that I do know. There is a captain named Stands in Tar, a very off Kitler Tabaxi, who I've known for a while. She gets the job done. She's a bit reckless, but she will possibly get you where you need to go.
Stands in Tar.
Yeah, she calls herself Stands in Tar. I'm guessing some sort of history there. I'm not too sure. The other one is Christopherson. He is a more put together individual.
He is my man.
He's a white dragonborn. You might have seen him about in the Driftwood Tavern. He does spend his time there. He does circulate around the area quite regularly, delivering cargo up and down the Sword Coast. His ship, the the ice floe is a very sturdy ship, but the standing tar is the dancing delight. She is fast and agile. I don't know which one you choose, but I will send word to them immediately and get them to meet you down in Leylon so we can proceed with an interview, if you call it that, to see which one you prefer.
Leylon? Why can't we do it here?
They mainly make dock with Leylon. They only come round Neverwinter every spring. And since they've only just been, I would say that you probably got more of a chance to see them in Leylon. I can get word for them to travel there, but they are not likely to come back to Neverwinter anytime soon.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll send word immediately. Meet us in in Leylon in a few days' time, and they should be there waiting.
Okay, see you soon.
Peace be to you.
Peace be to you.
Okay, so she carries on doing her bits and bobs. Where'd you go?
I popped to the Driftwood Tavern to hopefully meet up with everyone else.
Alright, so yeah, rush yourself at the Driftwood Tavern. Get yourself an ale and some drink. An ale and some food, sorry.
I was going to say some ale and some drink.
Yeah, so it's just all types of ale.
Water.
Alright, so House of Knowledge, Hovis and Athalion. Time spent reading your books. What have you learned?
I'm just typing you a message, hang on.
Alright. Excuse me, I'm a bit congested.
Virus.
So, giant haystacks.
Yes.
As you lay low in the alleyways, you kind of notice that it's died down a little bit. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try and...
Your disguise is a bit fucking gone now, so...
I'm going to wait till the cover of darkness and then try and meet up with the rest of them, the others at the House of Knowledge.
Okay, no problem. Alright, so... House of Knowledge-wise...
Scrap that then, Dave. Instead of going to the tavern, I'll head to the House of Knowledge as well, actually. Because Hovis is probably going to be there for a while.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to be hopefully copying my spell book.
Yeah.
I'll just roll you that, just to,
Fuck. You were not even walking in the street, you're just not seen.
Aim but a thought.
You were just but adrift, a fart in the wind.
But yeah, how many days have actually gone past again? Because I've kind of forgot.
Since when?
Since we were unconscious.
There's only 2 days been passed. Well, I'll say a day and a half because he kind of woke up halfway through the day.
How many days before that did we give the armor?
It's hard to kind of determine time when you're in Shadowfell. Like how many days passed in the material plane and how many days passed in the Shadowfell, because there's no night and day in the Shadowfell, as far as I know.
Did you get the message, David? Yeah. Discord.
Discord.
Actually, well, there's also Discord General.
Alright, that's a lot. Okay, yeah.
The item itself is common. And the spells are the ones that are already on my spell book. Obviously, it's just not ever been used.
The item? You didn't say anything about an item. Have you put the item somewhere else?
No, in Discord General. It's common.
Oh. Oh, that's what you've linked it. Okay. You're in spellbook. Alright, okay. So, with the spells that you were looking for, you have read enough knowledge of the Who are they again?
Yeah. I can't remember who I said was there. Chandrila, was it?
Chandwa. Let's just say that you've read enough knowledge of their like magic to have learnt. Usually takes it usually takes an hour per spell, doesn't it? You can choose one. You just spend the rest of the day doing it if you want. You can take the book if you want, and then just spend the rest of the night reading the rest.
Yeah, I'll just do that. We'll just spend the rest of the night. Yeah, so I can learn the rest. And then, in terms of what I asked him about the enduring spell book.
So, you read about this enduring spell book and how it's made. You have the right. You actually noted down the right amount of detail to take it to somewhere. Probably Galio be able to enchant a book to be more durable, as he is the only enchanter you know so far. You could try and take it to him, see if he's able to do it. It will just be upgrading your own spell book.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we can do that. Which spell is it you want to learn in the hour?
Straight off will be Silvery Bobs.
Silvery Barbs. Okay. Silvery Barbs. Alright, yeah, you've already got it prepared. Look at you. You've already got it prepared.
I've already got the other one prepared as well, but I haven't learnt it yet officially.
The Vortex Warp, sorry.
Yeah.
What was the third one I read there then?
It's Tensor's floating
disc.
disc.
The floating disc. Yeah, it's cool. That. Okay, cool. All right.
Particularly that one, I think I'm going to need Tensor's floating disc at some point to carry Sorrowblade's dead body somewhere.
Well, if he gets disintegrated again, it's just literally carrying dust in it.
So, are we going to just go find somewhere to take a long rest again? Are we? Make another day. Well, 8 hours pass by for me to learn the rest of these spells.
Yeah, well, Sorrowblade's come to the House of Knowledge to meet up with you. So, what is it you're doing there? Is it? Oh, look at it kitten.
Well, I suppose before we even think about taking a rest, we should tell. Well, obviously you two are here, but where's Giant Haystacks?
Giant Haystacks is currently hiding in plain sight. He's hiding in an alleyway.
Is it dark now?
I would say it's probably getting to the end of the day now. After everybody's done stuff. A House of Knowledge. I would say time has passed enough for you to read the rest of your book to get the rest of these spells. Let's just say that.
And I try and sneak to the House of Knowledge in the dark.
Oof. Ooh, okay. All right.
Taking all the back alleys and stuff like that, all the least trafficked routes.
All right. Okay. So I'll give you this. So it's darkness, and you know Neverwinter enough to know some of the dark, like most of the dark alleys. Getting from Red River District into the Black Lake District, not a problem. Black Lake District into the Protectors Enclave is going to be a problem. So,
Chris. Thank Chris.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. You've got to convince someone that what happened to you is through a lich, right?
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a genuine soldier of Neverwinter that actually witnessed what went on. So why can't he vouch for you?
Is that going to be enough, though? Well, the reason I was going to get back to you guys is to ask you to try and, if I just stay low and you guys find the proof instead, or I might just surrender myself.
Well, we've got Arphinas should be able to obviously speak. I mean, by the way, in terms of his background, what rank is Artholian?
Artholian is just an Order of the Gauntlet. He's just a member of the Order of the Gauntlet. It's just he's a renowned knight. You become a knight.
So he's a knight. So he's a knight of Neverwinter.
No, he's a knight of the Order. The Order has a strong influence in Neverwinter. Only with the fact that the spell purge of 1984, whatever, when the chasm opened up and all bad stuff came out, the Gauntlet, the Suramar Knights, basically everybody came over to fight them. So the Gauntlet are got a high standing in Neverwinter at the moment, but they don't outrank the Castle Guard. They don't outrank the royalty or anything like that. They're just an order. They're just a very big order around the Sword Coast.
Yeah, but he should generally be able to at least talk on Giant's behalf then.
He could, yeah. I mean, you could go and try and convince him, but I mean, you would need proof. From what Ragnar was saying, you're going to need proof to prove his innocence. Look at that giant cat. Oh my god,
can I try and
Sorrowblade's been polymorphed.
sneak to the House of Knowledge then?
What have I missed?
There's a giant pussy on screen.
Okay.
Alright, so roll me a stealth check with advantage. Only because you're going in the dark and you know the alleys and stuff like that. So roll me a stealth check for that.
I'm still exhausted, so does it become normal?
Yeah, it will be. Alright, 16. Okay, well, yeah, that's alright actually. I was thinking to myself, fuck, if he rolls under a 15 here now. So it's classed as hard, so it would be quite hard. It's not impossible, and it's not really hard. You managed to get to the Protector's Enclave. Couple of close calls. You're a big guy, but in a big city, so it's okay. You decide that you're not going to take the most obvious winged Wyvern bridge and decide to take the Dolphin Bridge for the shortest journey.
Yeah.
As you're crossing, as you get about halfway and night starts to fall, and as soon as the sun sets and darkness takes over, there is a very, very familiar feeling. Very similar to the one you had when you were about to lose your consciousness to the dark entity with the Lich Lord.
For God's sake.
Is he turning evil again?
As you start to cross, as you get to the middle of the bridge, a shimmering, semi-translucent shadow appears with this very familiar red eyes and looks straight at you, and he's like, "Giant haystacks, you and your companions will pay for what you have done. I will not stop until you are mine and your companions lay dead at your feet. This is a promise." And as that happens, though, you start to regain consciousness, and the translucent image starts to kind of peer away, and it's only got like a little kind of like tiniest grasp of like the material plane as it was kind of ripped back away to the shadow realm. And you are reminded that it's not over with you and this Lich.
God damn.
Okay, so you do make it to the House of Knowledge, though. You've kind of gone through somebody's garden and stolen a massive sheet and put it over your head. It was kind of just kind of shimmying across and just waiting for your companions to come out of the House of Knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just wait in like a bush for them to come out.
Okay, cool. So, Sorrowblade, are you now kind of like reunited with your companions?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Alright, so with that new kind of found knowledge, Mike, Hovis, you're now ready to kind of start reading your locked tome, I guess, as it now is open. And you, what's your next move, basically? Sorrowblade, you've had instruction.
Did you want to change the locked tome in my inventory for the new one before you forget again?
I haven't transferred it over yet. It'll take ages for me to transfer the items over, so I'll do that. Get it ready for next session.
Okay.
Say, I've had instruction.
You've had instruction from Valdari.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to tell him or what. So.
Yeah, I'll let them know what I know.
Okay.
We need to go to Leylon to get a ship from a Captain Christopherson, is it?
You got two captains in question. Both of them are going to be summoned for you to kind of
Pretty
like.
sure here, isn't he?
I stood in Tar.
Stands in Tar. You got.
Stands in Tar.
Yeah,
A
stands
captain
in Tar.
stands in Tar, or a Captain Christopherson.
Yeah.
We've got to go to Leylon to see if they are willing to take us to the Thunder Cliffs.
Let's head out then. Let's go to Leylon.
To the portal.
So as you all exit the House of Knowledge.
Hang on.
I'll just be like, from my bunch. I'll be like, psst.
I was just going to say, we can do this even better, can't we? So, yeah. Right. Have we spotted giant haystacks now, have we?
I mean, this large creature approaches you covered in a sheet. Hello.
So, okay.
I'm still in the bush and I'm like, oh, over here!
Then, yeah, so we explain that, we need to go
Bush
to
is
Leylon.
talking to me. I'm Noah, or whoever it was.
Moses.
Fucking Moses.
Can I ask that their advice on clearing my name?
Ooh, teleportation circle. Who are you asking, sorry?
Just everyone,
Okay.
the party.
I'll let you guys discuss.
How best we can clear my name, because I'm not going to be able to go to Leylon and just walk in there. And
I don't know, but my name's quite dirty in Neverwinter.
Everywhere. I think we need to clear our name before we go to Leyland. And I'm thinking, why's your name dirty?
I did some shit in downtime.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, would it have travelled all the way to Leylon?
What did you do?
Even remember now.
Yeah.
Can't have been that bad.
It would,
Did you slaughter an entire village? No. Come on.
It would have travelled only because the guards that are currently guarding Leylon are the Neverwinter garrison.
Well,
Alright.
I think in terms of giant, what I'll say is one thing we can explore. You were asking about, is there a spell that we can use so that we can see, the memories of someone? Yeah, you asked me that before.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a spell that I can do, but by going to Leylon, we at least can speak to Galio and see if it's something that he can do.
I was wondering if they had some sort of council in this area where I can just go and hand myself in and volunteer myself for some sort of truth serum, maybe.
What if we did like a face-off kind of moment?
I'm waiting for Galio just to tell Hovis just to go away.
Oh, hang on! I can't use teleportation circle. And I just read this, and there is somewhere else that I need to go. It's going to be the Sage's shop.
Do I know of any sort of truth serum, sort of trial almost?
There would be a trial, but I mean, I would say this: without evidence or anything like that, your trial would end in you being killed, because there's so many witnesses and anything that you did the crime, and there is nothing to say that you were.
Like, is there any sort of, like a truth serum they could give me that makes me tell the truth, or a spell or something? I volunteer myself to that, and then they can ask me all the questions, and then I'll tell them the truth.
Arthalion and I guess Arthalion, Sorablade, and Hovis can do an Arcana check to see if they do know of any kind of spell that would help.
What about we just ask the dwarf guy in here?
Wait, you want me to do an Arcana check?
Can you delete that teleportation
spell.
circle, by the way, David?
Say again, Kieran.
Did you want me to do an Arcana to see if I know a spell that can help?
You can if you want. You can use that 22 if you want. That Sorrowblade roll.
Oh, yeah.
24.
Flexing now.
Let's see my.
Here comes Athalion.
He's gonna have a +4/+4/+4 something.
Okay, so Athalion thinks long and hard, but Sorrowblade and Hovis are both kind of in discussion. There is some magic. Yeah, there's some magic. We do know some magic.
I thought he was just standing there like, go off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just the brawn, alright, not the brains. Alright, so yes, there is magic that could help that. There is an actual spell that will be able to kind of like act like a the words escape me. A projector. It can project the image into one's mind of something that you fabricate and stuff like that. Truth-wise, there are spells that make you tell the truth. There is a spell. I'm pretty certain there is a spell that makes it so you cannot lie. Like literally cannot lie.
It's that one command, isn't it?
Command, yeah, probably, yeah. Subjecting yourself to like some sort of magic probably wouldn't be enough. You could try, you can go for like a trial, and you can go through some sort of like, true crimes kind of thing.
Well, can I ask Arphalion to inquire about it with
the order?
whoever he knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Sorry, you wasn't concentrating. Say again.
I was going to ask you to ask your order
You saw a ladybug.
how you could prove
I could try.
innocent.
Yeah, I could definitely try. They're going to be very hard to convince, though.
Yeah, even if you can't convince them, just sort of ask them how we could convince them.
Okay.
We've got 4 viewers at the moment.
4.
Holy moly!
Oh shit!
Doubled our viewing views.
And we just lost you.
Yeah, the swearing.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
he couldn't deal with the fame.
So no, I don't want to do it no more.
The fuck just happened?
Well, you got those viewers, and that was
It immediately kicked you.
yeah.
What the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? My whole stream has just gone kaput.
Oh, we're back to 0 viewers.
It's just exploded.
No, they're still there, but it's gone fucking. No, wait there.
I do apologise for this this downright noviceness of Sorrowblade and his streams.
No, seriously, what the fuck's going on?
I do apologise for the complete shittiness of my DMing.
We'll be back in a second. Just need to end the stream and then start again.
We'll be back after these messages.
Just have an advert for what's it called, the Sage's shop. And Sean Duckle stables.
No, something's seriously gone wrong with this here. What the shit?
I think 4 brewers, 4
4
views.
viewers is just too much.
I need to restart.
We did have
My
4 views.
gone dodgy. I'll restart. 1 sec.
So what do we think? Are we going to go to Leyland, or are we going to stay in Neverwinter?
There is a council in Neverwinter, a council that is basically there to kind of like sort like work things out, or disputes and everything. But the ultimate decider is Dulgalt Neverember, who is the acting ruler of Neverwinter. You're currently in employment by him. He is currently your employer.
Maybe another thing, just a last resort. If do they do trial by combat?
Do you know what? You can certainly ask.
Can you ask that to Artholion? If all other avenues have been exhausted,
I think you'd get wrecked.
I'd take them.
They'll put you up against like some grand champion of Neverwinter.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, but I am the great giant haystacks.
Yeah, you have a name to uphold.
And then
You've actually got slots in your belt that need to be filled. Don't forget.
yeah, I do. I'd really want to fill them as well.
It's like Pokemon.
Maybe the guy I come up against might have another belt with one of the other things. Maybe I could claim. I don't know. Just saying.
He's just itching for a fight with a fucking High Lord.
Well, whilst we're in Neverwinter, there is a couple of things spell-wise that we need to sort out, which is what I was going to go to next. For me, the first easy one is David with the Seven Sons Costa Market or the Sage's Shop have rare inks.
Depending what kind of ingredients you want. I mean, you can certainly try.
It's just rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold.
Rare chalks and inks. Ooh. Well, you're going to be able to get inks from anywhere, because everywhere it's got ink to write. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just infused with precious gems worth 50 gold.
Gems-wise, you'll definitely get some valuable gems from the Seven Sons Costa Market.
How do you infuse ink with gems?
I think it's the chalks. It's rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems. So you probably infuse the chalk.
Yeah, you probably put it into one of those, what are they called? One of those things that kind of use a plummel?
Pestle and mortar.
Yeah, you probably put it in there, so you put it all together. Just imagine that in a battle. Give me a moment.
But then, Kieran has also got... Sorry, for viewers.
Don't think Chris has got the stream up at the moment.
Artholion has got an even more important ingredient that we need to find. Kieran, it's for Revivify. What's the consumer?
My camera's working again.
Whoa!
What's the consumer?
Did you try anything, or did it just come on?
I don't know. I was just fiddling with the settings. I pressed something and my camera just came back on.
Oh, I've had disabled video on yours for some reason.
Why?
Don't want to see your ugly mug.
Thanks. Let me have a look for you now.
That's right. I've seen it. It's diamonds. It just says standard diamonds.
Oh, Revivify. It's like 1,000 gold pieces for a diamond, isn't it?
300.
Oh, 300.
So
what we need to use this for now?
So we need to find enough diamonds for 600 gold's worth, so we can have 2 Revivify spells, and enough precious gems for 2 teleportation circles. So that's 700 gold. It's going to be me paying for all this, isn't it?
You'd find most stuff from the
292 gold.
Yeah, there's none of this stuff that I need. That we need. That's rare. It's just diamonds worth 300 gold. If we get.
How have you got 292? I got 297 on here.
For what?
For Kieran's
I got
gold.
200.
Give yourself 5 gold. I think you're good at rounding. Currently, I've got Hobus at 3,835.
Excuse me. I've got 5,000 something.
Not going for this, you're not.
Shadowfax has 6,185, which you took 1,000 off, should have.
Yeah, but you spent the last big amount of money you spent was 2,150. That was last session. You spent 100 gold the session before that, and then...
Alright, I'll go off that. So how much are you saying I've got? Because I'll update this one here.
3,835 you've got currently. Giant haystacks, you've got 5,355. Giant haystacks doesn't spend his money.
No, I just bought it.
Yeah, it's me.
It's boring.
You watch someone will come along that's like amazing, and I'll be able to buy it, and you'll all be jealous.
Do you know what?
Well,
a lot of
how about-
groups I see online combine all their money together in one kitty, and it's like, you just use the party fund.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, I was literally about to say to Giant, do you want to go? Should we go halves then?
Halves on what?
We need to get 600 gold's worth of precious gems so that we have 2 revivify spells available,
Oh.
and
yeah.
we need 100 gold's worth of more gems for teleportation circles.
You're basically
So
putting me in a lot of debt here.
But they're for these are for the group. It's so that Kieran can actually revive and I can also teleport.
Yeah, can do.
I would say you would definitely find most of these stuff in the Seven Suns Costa Market. It'll be running at like a higher price though, yeah, because you would currently.
It depends if you can use your charisma to get the price up.
Oh, you can haggle. Yeah, you can haggle. Roll me a high enough percentage. Right, roll me a high enough thingy.
Kieran's proficient. He can do the haggling for us.
What's my
Kieran's,
What am I rolling then?
you'd be roll. Is it persuasion check, David? Yeah.
For haggling? Yeah, definitely. So, just roll me a persuasion check from one of the items you want to buy. 14. Okay, yeah. So you, what was this for?
The two gems for Revivify. So that's 600 gold's worth.
I knew it would be that. Okay. Yeah. So normally they'll sell it for 800. Yeah, you get it for 600 retail price.
Okay, so 300 gold off me, 300 gold off Giant for them, and then
Has Giant actually agreed to this? I didn't even say yeah.
he agreed
Yeah,
to go
I did,
halves. Yeah.
He's spending your money again.
Reluctantly.
So what do you want to do with in terms of the inventory, David? Do you want to just put like gems and then as a number 2 in Artholian's inventory, so you can keep track that we've got 2 of them?
Yeah, you could just put precious gems, two of them. Just write it as what you want, so you know exactly what it is. So when you come to the spell, I'm like, oh, it requires this. Then I see it in your inventory. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. So gems for Revivify.
Yeah.
So, is the stream working again?
Right, David. The next one's
I think
The
the
second set-
basis no.
second set of gems, hopefully for 100 gold.
100 gold. Okay, so he kind of counter offers you. He counter thingies you and says 150. Roll me persuasion.
Come on, Kieran.
Ah, D&D, the shopping simulator.
When you're ready, Kieran.
This is what takes the most time.
Okay, 150.
150 gold.
75 each. There, right, done. Let's go.
Wait, what are we buying now?
I can imagine just Giant there with his fucking sheet on, like, just trying not to be spotted. So like goes, excuse me, sir. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's just there with fucking just spending his money, and you can't stop me because if you do, people will see who you are. So it's 75 gold pieces as well each.
Right, how much have I spent? Do I need to take it off my?
I try and keep track as much as I can on here, so I can deduct it and let you know how much you got left, if you want.
Yeah, okay.
So in total, Hovis has spent 1,375 so far, and Giant, you've spent 375. Okay, currently your gold's sitting at 4,980.
We deducted it from the bag of holding.
Depends. Have you got 335 gold on your person? He's got 2,805 pound 5 gold on his person. You carry 2,000 gold on you at all times. You crazy man.
Mate,
Yeah, you.
Your microphone, sorry, Blade, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got the pickup down, like quite down, but it's like very barely picks you up sometimes.
Oh, is it like cutting out?
Yeah, just kind of get a bit of what you're saying, or sometimes when you speak, I don't hear you at all.
Oh,
Oh damn.
you hear me now?
Yeah, but you can tell it's not picking it up properly.
There once was a man in
Devon.
Devon
That wanted
who
to go to
drank
heaven.
cider from a lemon.
Ooh. Okay, so is that all you're buying?
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe if I like grab the mic and then if I speak like the skin.
What happened to your little your boom boom cover?
It pulled out from nowhere.
You just slip that right on. Alright, cool. So
Yeah.
after that little shopping trip,
Not working.
give it a spit.
going in dry.
Here we go.
This is probably why this stream got closed down in the first place. It's too dirty. We still got those 4 viewers that they buggered off.
No, still
Oh, fuck, it's fair dues, y'all.
yeah.
I mean, there's five of us. Who's watching? Oh, that was.
They're all random.
Yeah, is Katie watching?
I don't know. I think Swordblade would recognise the name if she was.
No, Katie's not playing. Playing. Katie's not watching.
Maybe she's using an alias. She's stalking you.
Maybe she's created 4 accounts.
She's the account.
I was saying that.
If she did, yeah, fair dues to her. Alright,
Hey, viewers are viewers.
viewers are viewers.
What would you do if she made like 1,000?
Be alright. Wouldn't complain.
I'll be like fair dues to her, making 1,000, spending that time making 1,000 freaking subscriptions. Okay, so, but at the end of that shopping trip, you're heading over to Leylon, I guess.
Well, I think we still need to clear.
Yeah, didn't you want me to go to the
Halls of
Where?
Justice.
halls? Yeah, the halls of justice to try and ask how I can clear your name.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you would.
that's where I'm gonna head to then.
Okay, cool. So, was Giant Haystacks staying behind, is he? Just chilling?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in my bush.
Okay. It's one big
Made a
bush.
little hole in the bush, little den.
Yeah, it's like some like bushcraft.
I can pick the bush up and move with it,
That's
and
what
plonk it down again.
that's what you do in Divinity.
Am I gonna be
Become
speaking
a
to a High Lord, by the way?
Sorry.
Am I gonna be speaking to a High Lord about this, by the way?
Well, you'll be speaking to the most likely the whole the what's his name? It's down here somewhere. I'm reading it. There is a guy's name. I did have his name. It was Head Justice. Yes. Olaf. I would have thought so. Yes. So Judge Olaf Ersker, who currently wardens the whole of the lower city currently. So yeah, so you be heading over to the halls of justice.
I'm just gonna have to refer to him to my lord.
I probably would say that you probably had to refer to him as Judge. Judge Usker. All right, so you enter the halls of justice. You haven't seen the picture of what it looks like, do you? So
No, I haven't. I still can't yet.
for the viewers and for I don't know, whoever plays Neverwinter, yep.
I've played it before, but I never actually got to Neverwinter in a game.
That's where you start. But
It's not played it very much.
I got hours in the prologue.
I mean, it's in the title. So when you approach, you see a partially constructed or repairing halls of justice, and as you walk in, there's some like knights standing at the door, kind of give way to you. As soon as they see you, they kind of stand to attention, open the doors for you. As you walk in, it's quite busy. There's a lot of like monks and priests walking about. You see a lot of knights, a lot of them kind of brandishing the same emblem as Torum. A lot of them from the Order of the Gauntlet. There's some Suramar ones there, or Salamar. I'll say Suramar for now. And as you approach where Judge Olaf Usker would be currently like stationed, he is currently talking to another high-standing member of the council. And as you approach, you kind of hear him say, kind of like mutter the words, "Yes, we are aware he's in the city. We are currently searching for him." He sees that you approach and he turns to you and goes, Thalion, it's good for you to return. Do you bring good news? Do you know the whereabouts of this giant haystacks?
No, I do not, sir.
Well, this is not good. This is not the mission that we sent you on.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
So, what brings you to the halls of justice?
I just wanted to ask, Judge, if there is any way I could clear the name of a certain person.
It would depend on their crime. What has this individual done?
I forgot. What was it that he did again? He slaughtered an entire boat full of people, didn't he?
Are you asking the judge this? Or are you just...
I'm asking the DM.
Yeah, he completely like slaughtered. Well, I won't say completely. He pretty much killed most of the most of the crew of the ship, Eurybelis' ship, and when got onto land, went for a little slaughter rampage through the town, and then buggered off into the wilderness.
All right, then I'm just gonna say he went on a rampage.
He kind of like he puts his book down and kind of leans forward onto his desk, looks you dead in the eye, and goes, "If there is an individual you know that has done such a crime, I would expect you to bring him forth to be justified, to be given justice." I read the words "the whole of justice" and I lost my words.
To face trial, to me.
To face trial, so we could seek justice.
Okay.
It's late. But he is looking you dead in the eye as he says this, and you can see the seriousness on his face.
And on that note, I'm out.
So, are you leaving?
No, I'll let him carry on.
He's asking you a question. So he's asking.
Back in a minute.
He's asking you, do you know this individual you speak of? Do you know where he is?
No, I do not know where this individual's whereabouts are.
The whole justice.
Roll me a persuasion check. I'll do an insight.
You're about to get arrested and lose your rank.
No, deception check.
Okay. Do a deception check. Yeah, that's even better.
I'm about to lose my rank.
You can thank Giant Haystacks for that one.
You know he's proficient in persuasion, don't you?
Can I just do a persuasion?
I'll
lose deception.
I'll let you have a persuasion, as you are trying to persuade him that you do not know. You're not trying to deceive
I
him.
roll
But,
normal or advantage.
Just normal.
I'm gonna lose this because he's probably got a really high persuasion.
He kind of squints his eyes. May I remind you, young Artharion, that you are currently in audience with the head judge of the halls of justice. It is not wise to lie to me, young paladin. Tell me again, do you know where this individual is you speak of? I think Jen Haystacks is drawing a boat so he can get away.
Everyone on! Yeah, why are you over there?
This is the worst boat I've ever.
So,
Look it out.
Arthalion,
I don't know what to say. I'm a bit stuck. Okay, he's currently on a boat.
so what are you doing? What are you doing, Kieran?
I don't know.
So as you're standing there, a young monk kind of runs over to where the judge is standing and kind of leans in and just whispers something into the head judge's ear. He stands up straight, collects his book. He goes, "We will continue this discussion at another time, Arthalion. I do
Let off the hook.
I do expect the next time you see me, you have better news. Good day.
Good day,
And
sir.
May Torm watch over you." And he kind of wanders off.
How do I rob the boat out?
So the boat's there, the big giant boat. You just hear like bells start ringing. We're under attack. The Orange Fleet has appeared. There you go. All right. Okay. So with your failed discussion with the head judge or Lord Justice, as I could call him, what's your next move?
I'd probably get out of there. Try and head towards where Giant is. Well, not really, because he's currently on a boat.
No, I'm still in the bush. Don't worry.
I still think ultimately the best person to go and talk to is Galio.
You just want to get your spell book enchanted.
I'm probably going to head back to the group.
There's that. He's also got a sword waiting for me when I get there. But no, genuinely, I think that he's, in terms of magic, he's the one that we know the most.
The trial by combat. Can I do a history check to know if that's a thing in this city?
Yeah, I guess you
We
could.
must fight to the death, or they will kill us both.
I mean, you know it's a city.
Yeah, no.
Have a trial by combat against Galio.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't take him. I don't know.
So, just explain to me where everybody's at right now in the city.
Well, I've returned back to the group. So
I'm
where
still in the bush.
Is.
You're still in the bush. You've created your little
Together, aren't
bushcraft.
Oh,
Actually,
Swordblade,
picked
I
up a few
think
other
Kate's
bushes.
going
This
to be
is-
watching the stream.
A giant den. Ovis and Sorablade.
Well, I'd gone to the market, hadn't I?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Oh my god, the House of Knowledge has been destroyed.
Can I delete? Hold on. I figured it out. That's alright.
There you go. You've been forgiven for your actions. You are now cleared of all charges. Sorablade. Where are you and what are you doing in the city?
I made my way to the House of Knowledge with him, didn't
Yeah, but everybody's like buggered off from there now. So
He was with me, wasn't he? So I'm assuming he just come with me to the mall.
Yeah.
let's go shopping.
Yeah, so we should
Yeah,
go to the
but
market.
that already.
Just there with your bags at. Oh, precious gems.
Me with my bag of holding.
Yeah, want to go and fight something?
You want to go
Yeah,
fight?
I think we need to get a fight in before session end.
Ooh, you want to fight? Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I already have.
Didn't last long though, did it?
Well, that's just how good I am at combat, you know.
Alright, so you can go and ask around to see if you can find anything you want to fight.
I mean, we could go to the wrestling hall.
Nah,
Giant would have to like observe from a window.
let's head out to Leylon.
Okay, cool. Right.
But we're not teleporting. We're just gonna ride to Leylon. It costs too much to use teleportation circle, so we're gonna ride there.
Trouble on the way.
I hope we don't get ambushed by some bandits on the way.
You say that like you really want this sword.
No, that's in Leylon. I have to get there first.
Oh, you sword.
what I mean.
Alright.
Or we could teleport to Leylon. You know.
You said it
He's
costs.
probably going to roll something, and then it's going to be some level
dragon.
10 shit or something like that.
Probably.
I mean, there is quite a few times where DM says to the party, "Careful what you wish for."
Yeah, let's hope we never find the adult white dragon. You know, the parent of the junior one that we
Shut up!
slayed.
Just there with your little tiny hut.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna go in here. Yeah.
It's alright. It'll go for Artholian anyway when it sees that it's actually wearing its scales.
No, do you know what you'll do? You'll be like, do you know what, DM, I'm just gonna use Wall of Force. It's gonna get him in the corner. Wall of Force.
By the way, is that what we're doing? Are we heading out to Leyland? I mean, David has been hinting towards us going there.
That's what we're doing.
I'm just asking what everybody's doing because you're all just in the city at the moment doing nothing.
We're mounting up and we're heading to Leylon.
All right. So
saying-
the question still kind of like is giant haystacks. You are currently in a bush, hiding.
Yeah.
So what is your plan of action to try and get down to Leylon without being just like seen?
Right, wait.
Maybe you guys could get a cart and then with a load of hay in the back, and I can just get in there. And then I will literally be giant hay stacks.
There you go.
What we should do is we should
Oh,
try
like that, yeah,
a
yeah.
gigantic bag.
I'm giving you
Dave.
some XP for that. Where's my friend?
I've cast invisibility on him.
Okay, how long does invisibility last again?
Horrid! No. 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. All right. So it takes a couple of days to get down to Leylon, even on horseback.
Yeah, we just want to get him
there,
out of Neverwinter, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna go along the long road. You're going along the high road.
So
Sorry, the high road
Get
is.
the map up.
Yeah, we'll go through the woods.
Okay. Let me just pop the map up then. Oh, look at that. Got some horsey, trockety, trotty. So, as you can see by the map, ladies and gentlemen, you will travel along the high road. The high road, if you remember, is a very busy, very well used main road. Don't forget you got your drawing tools. Keep it clean now, keep it clean.
We don't have to go on the road, do we? We could just go, like...
I reckon
That
just
way.
go along the road. We could take anyone. I don't think there's going to be any guards. There might be a couple of mercenaries, but we'll be able
Follow
to take
that and then go through the woods and then go over the mountain and go.
No,
It's just-
your microphone's cut off again.
Go.
It like goes down in volume. It's like the longer you speak,
right
it goes down and down and down.
Let me unplug it and plug it back in.
Ah. Who's that now? Sorrowblade.
So we're going to Fandolin.
Okay, no. You gone past Leylon.
Where's Leylon? Oh,
I reckon we just go on the high road.
Giant haystacks. Man, I've never fearing anything.
Go on the high road. It will take less time.
let's go the high road then.
So going on horseback, it usually takes about a day and a half to get. If you go fast pace, you can get to Leylon in a day and a half.
We're galloping the shit out of it.
Alright, so we're getting rid of this squiggly line. Alright, so.
Yeah. With our 7 viewers.
So within an hour, you were able
Taking them along with us.
You were able to get out of the city gates, no problem at all. You do get some odd looks here and there because Giant Haystacks, I'm guessing you got his horse.
Yeah. Where's my horse?
It was saddled up in. No, actually, it was in Leylon. Sorry, Giant Haystacks ain't got a horse. Who's riding, bitch?
Can I ride on the back of someone else's horse?
I suppose I'm the smallest, so he can ride on with me.
Okay.
Plus, it'd look a bit strange, invisible me, riding a horse. Just like a horse, just going through the Neverwinter.
Can you imagine? Good day. Good day.
It would have looked weird. Maybe the horse could have been invisible, than me. Just floated.
You just touch something, it just turns invisible. Oh no, I can't find it.
Wait. He doesn't have to ride a horse.
Oh.
You're gonna go on about my
become the horse.
Here comes the wizard. Oh!
Ta-da!
Okay. If you move more than 20 feet from it, the disc follows you and remains
I
there.
was gonna say you can just use my fine steed.
Yeah, no, the Tancer's floating disc follows me, so
Wow, okay. So
you can just sit on it.
that's amazing. Is he alright, so you're invisible flying on the tensor floating disc, yeah?
To make it not look so suspicious, me, Sorrowblade and Artholian could just put some random shit on it. I don't know, a couple of bags.
Cool, alright. So, with your devious plan, no rolling required, I would say that's satisfactory. You make your way down to Leylon, so you spend your first day on the high road, and roll the little table. So have a little look. I don't even know what to do. Let's go. Ooh, what have I rolled, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so.
Oh no, it's an enemy.
As you get down, you get to say about here after your first day. Actually, I'll say you get to where the Wayside Inn used to be. As you approach, it's got dark now, and you see like the giant hole that was left from the explosion from the basement, and partially some of the buildings still standing.
What happened here?
Oh yeah, you went here, were you?
You don't need to know. It's traumatizing.
Okay, I'll just keep going.
Okay, all right.
I'll just keep surfing my disc.
Think of the 7 viewers. They want to know.
Fine, they can know. just tell Giant.
Nobody wants to say. So there was a giant explosion from when there was the siege of Wayside Inn, and the heroes entered the inn to discover that the cult of Talos had garrisoned the building, and upon discovering there were acquaintances, Bax and Tiga, the little dwarf Tiga that created the armor that Arthalion was wearing, turned out to be all agents of Talos, and a fight ensued, and there was a giant statue under the building in the basement, And just like Hovis would, he decided to contain the statue within a wall of force, a sphere of force, I should say. What he didn't know was the statue was giving out immense energy, time and time.
It was just a ticking time bomb.
It was a ticking time bomb, and the wall of force got to its threshold, and they had to get out of there before it exploded, and this is the result: a giant hole in the ground. As when the energy was released, it created a huge electrical explosion, destroying most of the building and taking with it everything that was inside, literally disintegrating everything in its path. So that's what happened, Giant. That's what happened, viewers.
Standard.
Yeah, watch the previous episodes, you might see. Say what?
I said I lost my armor.
You
So
did, yeah. Oh, yeah, very important part. You were wearing the plate armor that animated and decided to jump off you and attack you. That was funny. Okay.
That was so funny.
So you all battered down for the night, I guess?
Yeah, and we'll put Lehman's tiny hut up.
Okay, so the night goes on without a hitch, and morning comes, and you carry on down to Leylon. And you manage to get there just before nightfall. And as you approach Leylon, you can see that there is quite a few guards posted at the gate. Normally, when you got to Leylon, there was just like the odd one guard just standing at the gate, standing watch. Now there's about 5 or 6 guards just standing there, patrolling.
Before I go to Leylon, I'm just going to say, look, guys, I don't feel comfortable going into Leylon. I'm going to set up camp back here, and you guys go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Well, I will say that anyway, as a disappointing climax, that will end the session here, because it is 10:30. There's no point going on to anything yet, because we just won't have enough time to cover the next part.
You just got too much pressure of seven viewers.
Yeah.
I think you've angered Dad now. I think you've angered Dad now because he really wants that sword.
Oh, it's there. It's right there, Mike.
Are you trying to be Gandalf with his sword and his staff?
Basically, yes.
And Shadowfax?
The viewers say it's too early.
Huh? It's too early?
The viewers are saying it's too early.
Blame Sorrow Blades. Blame the streamer. You got work in the morning.
So
I'm still good for a little bit.
No, but
Come on! It's too early.
Hey?
It's too early. Come on. Dad, I can see his facial expression. He wants his sword.
Okay. Alright then. An extra half an hour if Sorrow Blade's okay for that.
Yeah.
Alright then. Alright, so you come to Leylon. So as you approach Leylon, you're stopped by the 6 guards, and as they stop you, they're like, "Hold! Who goes there?" And they kind of realise who you are as you kind of get closer. It's like, oh, it's you. Good, there's only 3 of you. I don't suppose you've seen that giant haystacks about, and we've got a couple of words we want to say to him.
Well, we know you want to have a couple of words with him, but
the viewers say it's shit, so we can go.
So, goodbye, my lovely friends. So, what do you say?
Well, ultimately, we know that you want to have words with giant haystacks, but look, we're trying to figure out a way to prove to you the fact that he was under the control of a lich. It was not him acting out. If you'd have seen him, you would have seen just by looking at him that he was under control, because he was not human.
He looked pretty human to me as he swung his sword, killing those people.
Yeah, they're saying not enough action.
You didn't notice the sword was like,
You tell your viewers.
basically become his arm. I can't find Sorrow Blade on Twitch, by the way.
It's not. It's outrage 118.
It's not that hard to find.
Sometimes you get slow games, sometimes you get fast games. This is D&D, the simulated shopping game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if you do see this giant haystacks, you make sure you come straight to us. Be on your way.
The loaf of bread talks too much.
The what?
The loaf of bread talks too much.
Who's the loaf of bread?
Elvis.
Oh. He's a wizard, what do you expect?
It only says there's one viewer for me.
No.
I'm gonna get my phone. I'll be back in a minute.
If I
I think Sorrow Blade's fabricated him.
If I didn't talk though, no one else would.
Oh, 3 now.
Alright, so enter the
If
town of Leyland.
only they have been here since the beginning.
Just tuned in, is like, what was this? Some more D&D. Oh, this is the 7,000th stream of D&D.
You getting this, Mike?
I'm back.
I am, yeah. Cheeky buggers.
Just wait for him to start throwing the fireballs and destroying the world. It's like, right, so...
Is it? It's got to be somebody you know. Is it Katie in disguise or something?
No, that's not Katie.
He waffles on. He's got a go.
He's probably rich. He's probably tracked you down. Or Dean.
God knows.
Ego, you dickhead. Oh.
You needs to learn how to spell ego.
Who's that? What would I miss? I missed that then.
Waffles. Ego. He waffles on. Ego.
Ego.
Ego's a brand of waffles.
So... let's carry on.
I have no words.
Yeah, so what you guys want to do now in Leylon? I'm lost for words now.
I think we need to talk to some superior being to try and get Hovis's ego in check.
He's just being bullied.
Hovis is the superior being.
It all comes to a stop.
Oh, you got Mike freaking looking at bloody comments now. I should have ended the stream. I should have ended the game. Alright, I'm going to end the game though, Leylon, because honestly, like, I don't think I'm going anymore for that.
Is there a lot to go on?
I mean, there's no point getting into the next part, because the next part's a bunch of freaking Jiffy Jaffe. Tune in next week, and we might have a battle.
What's a Jiffy Jaffe when it's at all?
A Jiffy Jaffe, that's something I know that you'll have to find out.
A Jiffy bag.
No, not a Jiffy bag.
/ Jaffa cake.
I don't even know what a Jiffy bag is. What's a Jiffy bag?
A Jiffy bag.
Yeah.
If you want people to watch it more regularly, we're going to have to actually be sticking to a schedule. So what time are we actually going to play, and are you going to stick to this time, David?
Have you read the comments? Okay, sad blade.
Sad blade.
That's Sorrow Blade. Anyway, guys, yes, we'll do it next week. Don't get too stuck on the comments; they'll start trolling you.
Roll away. talking about, Willis?
Well, wait, hey, do you know what? Maybe we should let the viewers know that, hey, we could do with a cleric, so if any of you actually want to play along, make a cleric.
No.
No, you'll regret it.
I've got 5 players as it is. Leave me alone. Now we'll play. What day is it next week?
You can't. You've only got 4.
Oh, I'm a player too. Give over. It's late. All right. Next week will be next Monday.
Yeah, go on then. What?
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Everybody,
Make sure you're there.
everybody stop
Hey there.
listening to me now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, to be fair, that's not new though, is it, guys? God, don't listen to the
Well.
DM.
Hey there, 1989 wants us to spice it up.
Oh yeah, okay. What you got in mind? Ah,
Shit, I'm guessing.
oh right, okay, right, okay. So people could see the stream. Right, let's have a look. What we got here now? All right. So as you walk into Leylon, a huge rift opens up into the sky, and the abyss is visible, and a huge abyssal monster appears. And I actually got one here somewhere. Give me a moment.
It means more like in the next session to spice it up more.
Oh no! Wait, I've been waiting to use this bad boy. Where is he?
So I need to zoom in anyway.
Probably need to zoom out.
Who's that? What the hell?
Can't someone else be the DM?
I have asked them many times and they don't want to.
Oh dear. Why? What's the matter with our DM?
I don't like you.
God, what's the matter with me, man? I'm like totally top notch.
Can we get some like constructive feedback?
Oh no, I'd rather not. I already know I'm a shit DM. I don't need reminding.
No, it's good to get some pointers, you know. If they obviously think you can do a better job, then it's always good to get some feedback on that.
Ah, an astral dreadnought. Fucking A. Boof. Yeah, this motherfucker drops down. Let's fight.
I feel like I've been targeted there. Give the baby face a go.
Oh, somebody obviously fancies you.
No, it's not you, it's me. It's got to be me.
Probably.
Oh, we're gonna have to start calling Kieran babyface now.
No, don't influence them.
Go on in. Let's spice it up. Let's get him on. Let's get them fucking fighting this. Let's do it.
No, you old. I'm old. Judging by your 1989, I was born in the same year as you, so yeah, I'm old. So you're old.
No, your mama. No, my mama. What? Hey. They couldn't have thought it was that bad. They would have left already.
11 these now, aren't we?
Nobody look at my screens.
That'd be because Kieran and Mike have joined.
So what happened?
Got 11 viewers now, including Mike and Kieran.
Oh shit, okay.
Mold.
You are old, Chris. You are.
It says
It
4.
talks too much. I talk too much?
I think he talks too much. Just leave the flipping stream.
Chris. No, it's 4.
boys.
11's what's been there in total.
Who talks too much?
He's talking about Dave.
Don't know. Might be talking about me.
That's right. I may talk too much. But ain't that a
I
good
don't
thing?
know, might not be talking about you.
I don't really care who they're talking about, to be honest. I'm going up.
It's socializing. We're getting some interaction here. It's quite fun. Now that we're at the end of the session,
Now that we're at the end of the session, we can probably do things that we did during session. Just talk shit.
they're saying only jokes, so you know.
Right, I'll see you on Monday then.
Oh, he's leaving now because he's just seen all. He's had all the drama.
He's had all the abuse he can take. Even though there you go. They'll be back next week.
See you next week, guys. Tune in.
See you Monday.
Doing this
Shit
Monday, yeah?
D&D.
Sorry, Mike.
Ah, so this person does know me then.
Well, I've called you Mike, haven't I?
Oh,
All right, okay.
I'm anonymous. I can't get my hood over my ears.
Know you now.
I know where you live.
Isn't it like? Oh no, they've got your IP address.
Oh, cool.
I'll get rid of that.
Right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go off then because I've got to get up early for work. So I'll see you later.
How come the loaf of bread though? Go on, Mike. Give him the reason why you're called Hovis. Before you go.
Oh, this is going to be a long and depressing story.
Oh, it's not depressing. So what? There's no real story to it other than what? When did World of Warcraft come out? 17 years ago. Well, whenever World of Warcraft first came out, I couldn't think of a name, and I happened to eat a sandwich. Was eating a sandwich at the time, so I just named it literally after the bread. So yeah, it was called Hovis for that reason. And then Hovis has always been my gaming name for that long.
Do you know what? I was called Dave because I was born with it, and yeah, that's my story.
Yeah,
that is depressing.
Sorry, it's not a more interesting story than that, but it is literally that I was eating a sandwich and called it Hovis. So.
No, wait, hold on. Wasn't your first name?
Hippocrates was first.
Hippocrates.
Then
Yeah,
Hovis.
you druid.
Yeah,
That's funny. That.
Yeah, then Hovis.
Yo, Chris, you need to get rid of my RP, man. It's your stream failing.
Han was taken.
It's only it's not your home IP, is it? It's just the IP over the internet.
That's my game. Come and join. More than welcome.
Yeah.
It is on the internet. The interweb.
You're reading the comments, aren't you, Mike? I don't have to read them out to you.
Yeah, I've got Twitch up on the other screen. I'm reading it.
I'm bloody reading it. Let me have a look. I'm gonna go. Wait, I need to log in. Have I got to log in? I don't even know if I do.
Well, hey there. What games is it you play then?
Oh, see, that's my wrong password.
What's your password, Dave?
It was. Oh, it's I was with your mum last night. 1, 2, 3. She's not there.
This is the best. This is the best thing about small channels. You can actually interact with the. You can interact with the viewers. If there was too many people here, just seeing too many comments to be there.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah. It's not good.
With mine, with Sorrowblade, it's a legendary rogue from World of Warcraft.
With my one, it's just a case of I've mixed Arthas from World of Warcraft and just named it Artholian.
Oh, are we really
You
talking
can
about
see a trend here.
I don't know what my login is.
And Giant Haystacks was named after the wrestler. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Are you sure this isn't Katie, Kira?
I'm sure.
What's mine gonna be then? What's your what gonna be?
I'm guessing what's their name going to be? What do you want it to be?
What do you want to be?
To be fair, this account was only created 28 minutes ago.
I think it's Hannah. I think it might be Chris.
Or me or Giant.
Giant.
Work it out, boys. Work what out? Who you are, or what your name's going to be.
It's Becky.
It's either Becky or it's Zoe.
Could be Mum.
It's not Zoe. Where's your phone? Give me your phone.
I would work it out, but one, I can't be bothered. Two, I need to go
Ah,
bed.
for fuck's sake.
Is there fucking Sherlock Holmes, I should say.
Fucking dickhead.
What was it? Your missus, was it, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, she's showing support, being the literal only single person in the.
Next time you see him, Mike, you
It's entertainment. I have to sit here listening to you all every fucking week.
So you're telling me I've literally just logged in just to actually find out that nobody's talking on here?
Yes.
After all that.
At the end of the day, I hit my milestone because somebody started talking in the chat, so I don't care.
Anyway, right. Good night. So, what did we say? Monday or Wednesday?
Monday.
Monday, yeah.
And yeah, Zoe will be there.
Monday, right, when I'm doing this.
Okay, right. I'll see you later.
Oh,
See you later.
See ya.
David, I've got a job now.
Huh?
I've got a job now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Working at the Northern Arms in Bothbury.
Now, there's 3 people on here, and it might be some stalker that's going to find you.
Yeah. Because I'm still streaming.
God! Oh, I forgot!
Mike is just like sitting there like, what have you done to us?
Silly boy.
Oh no, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm gonna end the stream. There you go.
I'm still here.